get...
Fucking Welsh people, am I right?
Man.
He's English, actually. Ugh.
You're not.
Okay. Alright. We're on, we're live, we're here, everyone's ready to go. We're in session 2. Okay. So, last we left off, a group of adventurers had managed to come together to form a little group just to go ahead and complete some random mishmash jobs. You all killed some horrific creatures along with some sort of a shapeshifter in some sense. You all went back, enjoyed your time, harassed a random man from Virid's side who had a terrible night, and then you all grouped up and began to...
Are we on about Derek?
We are on about Dirk. You grouped up and trekked... began your trek, rather, to Edgewood. Narrowly missing some random trap that some person had left. You began your day and you are now breaching into... or have breached, sorry, about an hour ago, into Espark Hills. We are about mid-reap at the moment, time-wise. Wait, did I even explain what that means? The 27-hour day is split into 3 9-hour sections called Rise, Reap, and Rest. Obviously, self-sufficient, self-explanatory in what they mean. So we're about mid-reap at the moment. It's going to start coming to the golden light, signaling that the sun's coming down. But thanks to a nice high roll from everybody's favourite turtle, we had a low rumbling sound, a familiar rumbling sound of the ground around you. And you start to see, as you're following the road, you're cresting down one of the rolling hills and taking a road in between another 2. Creatures start to come out of the ground, grumbling the most awful, visceral sounds as they come and pull themselves out of the ground. And as soon as we're here, combat's beginning straight away. Let me put up the map for you. This is where we are at. Allow me to... Here is our cart, and here is our horse.
Wait, can we have a... we should have a... Previously on Dax's Dungeons and Dragons. We should have that.
That's what I just spent, like, 5 minutes awkwardly rambling through, okay? I didn't prepare anything for that. I just riffed off the top of my head, and it ended up being shit, so stay mad. Given where you guys were sitting, I believe Rain was sat on the cart somewhere, and I think so was Zinni as well.
No, it was me and Ale.
Correction, I fell off because
I was driving it.
Yeah, she hit the gas a bit too hard.
Yeah, I almost killed Joss. Sorry, Ryan.
So can you all drag your
Didn't say
characters
correctly.
into the map, please? Except for Scup, obviously, because he's not here. But have yourself approximately where you'd think you'd be in relation to this. You'd probably all be walking decently close to it. This is all happening sort of like rather quickly and as of the moment. So Kai, I think it'd be a little... Oh, sorry, Kai. I keep calling you Kai because one of Jay's friends is called Kai. Guy. Kylos would probably be a bit closer to the cart, I imagine.
There's still cart, yeah.
No, he's having a piss.
Let me turn down the music a little bit for myself.
It's so funny, the turtle gets squished in height in the, in the square.
Okay.
extra chunky now.
So out come the monsters that pull themselves out of the ground.
Oh, good God.
Help! Yo, that's a different creature there.
You do notice there are two different kinds of creatures. They're different from the small table things you saw before. The ones right in front of you and in the middle of the road are a bit more sort of like bulky. They're all covered in sort of like purplish blackish hues. And their faces are sort of just like, you know, like the head from Alien, where it's just like quite long and goes back. It's like that, but like at the front, there's no mouth, just a mass of writhing tentacles. Their arms are sort of incredibly large and bulky. These things don't look like they can move fast or quickly from the way you see them climbing out of the ground, but they are bulky as fuck, and they look like they're going to pack a punch. The couple others that you see on top of the rolling hills, so you can see we can see sort of like where the hills are by like the topographical lines denoting like a ramping sort of thing. You can see that, right? A lot around each where the hills are. That makes sense visually, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
The couple others that have stood up there, they're a bit taller, a bit more lithe, a bit more tentacly around like the arms, so that, like their arms sort of like move in and out. Their mouth, their whole face is sort of like a writhing tentacly mess, and each of them ready to fuck you up with a visceral hatred. Everybody, please roll initiative.
Why
Was it
did
a 20?
you roll?
I rolled the initiative for the monsters.
Oh, initiative. I'm so stupid.
Hold on. Where the fuck is it? I can't see it.
Yeah, where is that? I need help.
Oh, it's there. It's right in the middle.
Up by your armor class. Oof.
Hey yo.
Oh, look at that! Shoo!
Okay.
How have I rolled a 1?
You guys can press the turn order thing on the left, by the way, so you can get like a handy little pop out that will show you. Why is Baylor on there twice?
He's not, is he?
He is on my screen. Whatever, we can
He's
work around
not.
that.
That's on mine.
It's just me visually then. Okay. Let me make sure that's...
Sing double, mate.
So we've got 19, 16... 16... What the fuck? Why is there so many... I've got Anxias here on as 3 and 16. Is anyone else seeing this shit?
I've not rolled 16.
Oh, this is from...
Is
Hold
it
on.
from the last time?
It is from the last time. I need to...
Yeah, you see both.
Okay.
Do you want us to tell you who's first, second, and etc.?
Clear the turn order list.
Oh, you cleared it.
Yeah, sorry. Can
Just
we all
cleared
just...
it.
Can we all roll again, please? That's my bad for not erasing it
Oh,
from last
come
time.
on.
Hey yo.
Oh, let's go.
22.
It went from first to last.
Aile's about to have probably a fun time. Okay, let me write in where the monsters are going. Going in there and there. Okay.
It's 22 the max. Seemed like it, yeah. Lovely. For you.
I think
It's
Kylos
green.
can theoretically get a higher one. Yeah, green means you rolled a 20, so that's the maximum you could have gotten for sure.
Yeah.
Right,
It's built different, isn't it?
top of the turn order. Rain, give it to us. What are you doing?
Let me think. So I'm panicking at the moment, I'm panicking. Could you describe the orange looking ones again? What was it about their arms?
They're a lot more sort of like, they're taller, they're a bit skinnier. Their arms seem a little bit more like tentacles than actually arms. So you can see that like when they come to their hands, it doesn't really form like a palm or anything, just outstretches into like 3 different tentacles.
Okay.
the monster's initiative is a secret until you figure it out.
And 30 yards is the maximum walk distance.
Not for you. I believe you're at 25 because you're a gnome.
Oh, 25, yeah.
Short legs.
That's more than our turtle.
I'm a gnome.
Dude, the turtle can move 40 feet of movement speed in a turn. He's an agile motherfucker right now.
He also can't use his voice.
Rip Bozo.
Okay, I move to the tree. And I'm going to cast Primal Savagery.
You sure isn't that a melee attack spell?
It is, but it's instantaneous, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like instantaneous for the turn. So it like...
Oh, is that it? Oh, past tense. Fuck that.
Let's move to the mob, no?
No?
I think
Why do you have a
Stranger
melee
danger.
attack if you don't want to go into melee?
I think Joss does have
You
one of the
are?
lowest HPs out of the whole group. And she is also injured as well from falling off the cart still.
I'm sorry.
Why do you think I fucking ran to the tree? Is there anything I have to press?
So if you whatever spell you're using, click and put it into the chat because it'll roll for us. So what spell are you going to be using, Joss?
This one.
Produce flame. There's a ranged attack. If you go to the front page, you can find this in the attacks and spellcasting in the middle. You click that into there from there, and it'll roll the dice for you. Which one are you attacking?
Wait, what the fuck did you just say?
Go back to the core page, the front page of
Oh,
your
yeah,
character
yeah,
sheet.
yeah. Produce flame in the middle one.
Yep. You click it, it should roll the dice for us automatically in the chat. That's an 18 to attack, so who are you hitting?
So it's 30 foot away from me.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
You're going for that one? Okay, well, it does
Yeah.
hit. Roll damage.
Fuck my life.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
A small flame flings over, brushes the target briefly, singes and immediately disappears off it. It does take the 1 damage, but it
Sorry,
looks
guys, I'm
relatively
panicking,
unfazed.
I'm panicking.
You flicked a match at him.
I'm panicking.
So that was your action. Do you have anything to use as your bonus action, or any more movement you want to use, or is that it for you?
No, pass.
Alright, pass your turn. We're moving on to... Kylos, it is your turn.
Fuck him up, guy.
Moves into melee range. I smack him. Okay, roll to hit with whatever you're hitting with. I believe it's just an...
His fist, right?
No, I think you use a quarterstaff, don't you?
Mace.
Oh, he has a mace. He does have a mace. That's right. I forgot. 19 to hit. That does hit. Roll damage.
Go on, knock him out. Go on.
5 bludgeoning damage. Okay. You strike
he
this
weak to
creature across
bludgeoning?
its chin with a mace. You see it swings its head around from the impact, but doesn't stumble backwards.
Oh boy.
What, like an owl?
No, it turns its head from the impact, but the rest of its body doesn't move.
Right.
I don't think an owl get up after that.
You can hit it again because of... Hold on, where is it?
That's convenient.
Go on, Kylos, fuck him up.
When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. So yes, do an unarmed strike, please, which is your monk unarmed strike in the attacks and spellcasting section. There you go, 15 to hit. That does hit. Roll damage. 7 bludgeoning damage. Your fucking fist hit him more than your fucking mace did. Did roll a 4 on the die though, so that's another 7 damage. So this one has taken 5 plus 7, that's 12 damage. This one you sort of like a palm hit straight to its core, and it does stumble back for a second, and sort of really comes up to you, notices your presence, and just it's pounding over you. It does look weary. You do have your key points if you want to use. Not too soon, okay. Any more movement? You can move around the creature without encouraging, without getting an attack of opportunity. So you can move within the squares around it if you wanted to try and draw more aggro.
No, you gotta watch out with that.
Okay, there's good. That it for your turn? That'll do. Okay, we're on to Baylor.
I'm going to summon my wildfire spirit.
Wildfire Spirit, okay. Baylor sort of like looks around, snaps his fingers, and you just see, sort of on the ground next to him, just this bit of fire starts burning, and from it emerges a little squirrel. And it would look cute as fuck if it wasn't essentially made out of fire. This little thing looks up at Baylor, and it is ready for battle.
Music, yeah. My immersion.
So, what's next, Baylor? I should get a token for your thing. Hold on. Didn't think of this. There you go. It's just there next to you.
Okay. Does that count as my action, or can I still...
It is your action to summon it, and it costs a wild shape. So tick that down. I believe you have to use your bonus action to command him if you want him to do anything next, right?
Yeah.
But you still have some bonus actions I believe you could maybe use?
I just want to see what his attack range is.
I believe...
60 foot.
Oh wow, 60 foot, that's pretty decent.
Go on, Baylor, go on.
Okay, so I'm going to get into attack this guy.
So you use your bonus action to command him to attack on his next turn. That, for context, is the 60 feet. Okay, so with your bonus action used, you have your movement still left to use on your turn, because his turn comes immediately after yours.
I'm going to stay where I am for now.
Okay, then we move down to Tono. So it is your Wildfire Spirit's turn. It's got its movement as well if you want it to use any, and it's got its attack as well.
Going to keep it where it is for now as well.
Yep, that's fine.
Attack that one there.
The one that Kylos already hit?
Yes, that one that Carlos already hit, because his attack doesn't hit for hard, but let's see if we can take one of them out, because that guy's already weakened down, right?
Okay, I'm not sure if we put it into your profile or not, but do you see what you need to roll to to attack to hit?
It's 1d6 plus PB.
I believe you have to roll to hit first, though, right?
Yeah. Okay, so rolls to hit is a roll 20, right?
Yep, roll to hit is a 20 roll.
Looks like that doesn't hit.
3. Do you have any pluses to it? Hold on. Flame Seed, ranged weapon attack. Your spell attack modifier to hit. So you, as a druid, use Wisdom, right?
That's +3, so that's 6.
6. Does not hit, unfortunately. It still has its movement. I don't think it has anything else. Do you want to move it, or do you keeping it where it is?
I'm gonna move it between Anxie and Chaos.
Okay. Oh, I have to move it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then just in case anybody needs to get out of it, there's a fiery teleportation.
Does have its fiery teleportation. That does cost an action on its turn, so you'd have to use your action
Yeah.
before it. But yes, that's good. Good to note. Moving down the turn order. Anxie, it's your go.
Yeah. So, if I cast something from here, I should be able to hit that guy without like moving to be diagonally from
Yeah,
him.
line of sight, you don't need to worry about, especially because these guys
Okay,
are
cool,
elevated. But normally we wouldn't care about that.
Awesome, lovely. So I'm gonna use. I'm using Chaos Bolt for this guy.
If you click it from the actions and spellcasting in the
Yeah, I
front,
know.
that should mean it just rolls the dice. Which I actually looked up. Sorry, I should have mentioned this before. It is actually 2d8 and a
I
d6
know.
damage. So
I was gonna say that once I roll, so we have to roll one more d8. Wait, probably do it?
24 to hit does hit to roll damage.
Yeah.
So I just changed it to 2d8 for you. You can just put it, click it straight from the front page. It should already be fixed.
Yeah, I just moved my stuff to core instead of spells. Was the roll for the attack still just clicking on the spell?
You either click on the damage part of the spell, or in chat you can just click the spell's name where it showed up now after the roll.
Alright, yeah. Cool.
So you rolled a 5 and a 4 on the
5 and
d8. You
4.
get to choose either it's going to deal lightning damage or force damage.
I'm using force damage for sure.
Okay, and so that's... Hold on, that's 15 force damage to... Which one now? This ranged one?
This one here, the orange guy.
Gotcha. 15? Holy. You watch as Anxie sort of like... spins her hands around in sort of like a mystic sort of way, and you see this just weird crackling of energy coming between her two hands, and she sort of like looks up at the creature up on the hill and just woof, launches it, and it flies off. The creature gets struck by it and just woof, impacted by the blow. It just immediately crumples into the floor, and this motherfucker is dead already.
Get on. Okay, once this guy's dead, I smile at the rest of my party, move ahead from the little fox here, and cast Firebolt towards either of these fellows.
Firebolt.
Let's say this one. I can cast cantrip once I've done spell, right?
I believe only if it's listed as a bonus action. I believe Firebolt is listed as a action.
I think they're all actions. Let me check.
There are only a few cantrips that are bonus actions.
Yeah, so there's pretty much nothing I can do then. Well, once this guy's dead, I smile and I finish my turn.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
So, next in the turn order is not Zinni, because this is the
Hello?
some of the monster's turns.
Excuse me?
Ooh.
They rolled a 12, you rolled an 11.
It's about to
Yeah,
wrap
good.
up.
Kick rocks. This one is gonna move in. Hold on, I need to count the movement.
Cry about it.
I'm gonna tweet about it.
So it's gonna move. Okay. It's gonna move into melee range there. It's going to do its haymaker attack. It's going to take a big wind-up hit and just sort of like... These things you're noticing, they have virtually no dexterity. It's sort of just like swinging its whole body around instead of making some kind of punch. And with its large arm, it sort of swings in the direction of Rain. Rain, does a 15 hit you?
It does. On HP or armor?
On your AC.
AC, yes, it does.
Okay. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm sorry, can I use reactions when it's someone else's turn? Or is it only on my turn?
No, reactions are used on other people's turns, so you just need to
Okay.
chip up when you do.
Well, has he hit her already?
Well, I know what you're about to do, so just go and say it and I'll allow it.
I'm gonna use that lovely spell.
Anxie casts Silvery Barbs. As the creature is winding up its shot, you see as it sort of like goes into some kind of like daze and it feels weird, and it has to roll to hit again. Does a 7 hit you, Rain?
No.
Then you actually take no damage. If you did take that 7, put it
Oh.
back on. So you're back up to 8 HP.
Thank you, Anxie. Thank you.
See? I amended my previous actions.
I was gonna be on 1 health.
Okay. This one is going to just hit Kylos because it's fucking pissed that you've actually smacked it so much. Kylos, does a 10 hit you? That hits you? Against your 17 AC? I don't think it does. Your AC says 10? Oh, it's because, sorry, once we did your level up, because Tortle is a custom class we had to put in, you need to be back up to 17 AC. There you go. Sorry, that's fixed now. My bad. It does now. Close out of it and go back in. I changed it for you. This one's going to move into here, do the same haymaker attack. Oh, does an 18 hit you? Yes, it does.
Oof.
I can't use that reaction more
No,
than
one
once,
reaction
right?
per
Yeah,
turn.
Yeah, thank you.
Please take 3 bludgeoning damage, Kylos. You rolled low there. This creature is going to move in to melee range of you guys, and you sort of start to hear like a grumble coming from within it. So sort of like watery grumble just building up, and it's going to use its vile burst attack. Can everyone around there make a dexterity
Whoops.
saving throw, please? So that's Kylos, Anxie, and Belo. Can you do one for your little squirrel?
Yo.
Okay. 2 saves
Physics odd.
and a failure. That was Kylos that did it? Okay. Where is... Oh, that's the one. I almost never use this dice. That is 2 necrotic damage for you, Kylos. This one, up top... It's gonna move down here. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I'm sorry. It's also going to use its vile burst attack, and you hear this watery grumble from inside it, and a bunch of liquid spray out from inside it. Zinni, can you make a dexterity saving throw while I make one for the horse, please?
Not the horse!
Dexterity.
Yep, a saving throw. So that's in the just to the right of where the thing will be. So it's in the saving throw section.
The saving.
Yeah. So next to where the normal abilities are with the... Yeah, there you go, you got it. 13. That saves. Oh, there. the horse takes 5 necrotic damage. It looks panicked as fuck after being sprayed with this necrotic goop. It does not look like it is doing well.
Can't eat it now.
And
No.
it looks like it's about to try to burst away. Okay. Is that all of them? That is all of them. Zinni, it is now your turn.
Okay. There's a man right next to me.
There is one right next to you in melee range.
Can I hit him with this?
Oh, Anxie, someone gets to have advantage from your silvery barbs.
Yeah, I didn't choose.
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Can I just choose our wizard, Andros, to have the advantage after?
Okay. So, Andros, you have that to use on your turn whenever you'd like. Zinni, sorry for interrupting you. What are you doing on your turn now? Oh, inflict wounds. Oh, that 22, that does hit. Roll damage.
Ooh.
See, he doesn't need that advantage.
Telling you, man, Zinni's OP.
Zinni, after sort of shrugging off this attempted attack from the creature, barely even noticing it, still looking straight forward at the majority of the combat, reaches her left hand out to the side, and you see a faint purple glow come from it as this creature starts to instantly dissolve into ash on the ground as it takes 20 necrotic damage and instantly dies.
Yeah, see you later, kid.
Going.
Andros, it is your turn. Wait, no, sorry, no it's not. My bad. The creatures out here are now going to take their turn. The one at the top by the tree, you see as it sort of like loosely holds its arm under its sort of writhing tentacly mass mouth, and this sort of like tar-like substance start to secrete from its mouth, or where its mouth would be, and starts to culminate in its would-be hand, and it sort of turns its body and kind of like spins its body around and slings a tar hurl on Zinni, because you look like a major threat.
Hello?
Wait, which creatures? Didn't they already have their turn?
These ones didn't at the top.
Alright, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
different kinds of creatures, so they come in the turn order differently. So
I didn't see it,
Yeah.
sorry.
So
Yeah,
it-
the one jerking off in the tree.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do I have to take my spell number down?
Yes, you have to manually tick down your spell slots. Please make sure that everyone else is doing
Yeah.
that as well. So I believe,
Mhm.
Anxie, you have to take 2 down because.
I've done it, yeah.
Okay, good. I don't think anyone else used any big ones. Joss, what did you do again?
I did a cantrip.
Oh, there's a cantrip. Okay, no worries then. Right. The 2 over on the left are also going to do similar tar hills, and they're both going to be at Baylor. Sorry, Zinni, they got a natural one. It totally missed you. It's splotted next to the cart and is just sizzling on the ground. This, like, blackish purple tar substance.
Sorry, I wanted to read it and just put it in the chat.
Baylor, does a 13 hit you?
No.
And I'm guessing a 9 wouldn't either. Both of these tar slumps land right next to you at either side of your feet. This one is going to move to here, and this one is going to move up there. And that's the end of their turn. Andros, it's now your turn.
Okay, I'm just trying to work out the best way to do this without hitting too many friendlies.
All right, big guy.
So, quick question: if I were to move here, did you see that?
No, I didn't see it. Sorry.
It's
The
important.
arrow.
Oh, I can see the arrow now. Sorry. Yeah. What are you wanting to do? Oh, you want to do
If
this?
I were to do something like that, would I hit the
That
top
would
one?
catch Kylos.
Okay, you're probably fine though.
What are you
I mean-
casting?
He has good strength, doesn't he?
Kylos
should
does
I
have
take
decent
saving
strength from
roll?
what you remember. He looks like a beefy dude.
Okay, so my guy runs 25 yards here.
You are going to incur an attack of opportunity from the one creature that was next to you. It's going to make its haymaker attack. Misses
Okay.
completely. You just duck under its big, large, lumping arm.
And then I cast. Let me just check.
If you were to go
positions.
to
Chad.
there, hold on, you would need to come here and like. If you're going to go up, like up to there, I'm gonna need a quick acrobatics check from you to see that you can duck under them, and you'll incur another attack of opportunity from the lower one because you went into its melee and out of it. Is that
That's
still the path
acrobatic.
you want to take?
Yeah, just roll that acrobatic.
Oh, that's a that's a 17. That does hit you, but that's fuck me. That's only 2 bludgeoning damage against you. And the acrobatics check,
Okay.
that does check, so you like duck under their arms and like you get grazed by one of them and you slide under one of their between their legs for the other one. You pop out on this side. What are you casting?
Just gonna say this is gonna look really bad if it doesn't work.
Okay, so they need to make strength saving throws. Okay. So from top down, first one, Kylos, you need to make one as well. That's a 5. That's a
What the hell is
fail.
Kylos just put in the chat?
the fuck is that? You're trying to hack us, buddy. What's
I'm
going
not
on?
clicking that.
That's a fail. That's a success. The bottom one succeeds, and it takes half damage. So these all take 7 necrotic damage.
I don't think it's the same roll for each one. I don't think, is it?
No, each
It's
one of them
each-
needs to make its own dexterity saving throw. But the
thought
damage
the
that you've
the
rolled is the
damage-
damage for all of them. It's the damage for the attack itself. You don't roll one
Okay,
for
that's
each
fine,
separate
yeah.
one.
Why am I
So-
hearing victory music?
So
We've
two,
not won
two of them
yet.
take 7 damage. One of them takes 3.5 damage. The rest of them are rounded down to 3.
Always rounded down, yes. So the bottom one has taken 15 damage and looks like it's on its last legs. This thing, the one that Kylos first punted in the chest, looks like it's barely standing and is sort of like oozing pus from all different parts of its body. So that was your action, your movement. Do you have anything to use as a bonus action, or is that it?
What if it says the other 2?
Oh, hold on. What was the what's the effect? Does it get shoved? We have spell description.
No, so it doesn't shove, it just.
Can't
if
take
they
reactions
don't-
until its next turn. Nice. Okay. Until its next turn. So there's a couple of turns before then, so that's good. Right. I'm guessing that's your turn done then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might need to change the music a little bit.
Shut up. Scub, can you roll a d20 for me?
Oh shit. How do I do that?
So there's on the left-hand bar. There's a little dice icon. You open it and give you all bunch of them. Just roll 1d20.
Sorry, just to clear it up as well, all 3 of the monsters did take damage from that, didn't they?
They did all take damage, but I've got it all
rolled a
noted that
4.
they've taken it. You rolled a 4. Okay, thank you, Scub.
Cool.
So it's now Rain's turn.
Rolled Dax's age.
Oh,
Okay, so this bastard in front of me, he's gonna get what he deserves. So I'm gonna. I don't know how to do it because it's got no button. But I'm gonna wild shape
Okay, what are you wild shaping into?
Into a giant owl.
Did you look this up beforehand like I told you to?
Yes, I've got a page open now.
Okay. Can you send me the page, please, in the DMs?
Yeah.
Yo, that bitch just turned into an owl.
Yeah, you're.
Okay.
I think it took like 12. Was it 507?
Can you all stop typing in the chat, please? All I can hear is what?
Wait, Monora
can mute
can't
the
really
tab.
speak.
I don't hear that.
Fix your voice.
For some reason I don't hear that. Oh, I do.
Giant
Huh?
owl.
God.
Challenge
You
rating
need
of
to
1/4. Okay.
you need to focus the chat and then you don't hear it.
So you watch as your friend Rain just starts to like, her body just starts to like crack and shift in all sorts of different ways as she transforms into a giant owl.
Yeah, I slap my wristband and do all Ben 10 type shit.
Ayo!
What you doing then? You can't fly, but what are you doing?
Yeah, I know. I can't fly, but I do have the option for flyby, but I won't be doing that. I'm going to use talons on this fucker in front of me.
Your talon attack, so that's a +3 to hit.
What
So
noise does the owl make when she does that?
oh, it would be more of a slash. Like,
I wanted just to do it. Yes.
all right, roll
Pretty
your d20, Joss. (14) +3 to 17. That does hit. Roll damage, which for this is 2d6 +1 slashing damage. (2d6 +1). That's 8 damage. Do combined with the
How the
1
fuck
damage
did
you
you
dealt to
still
this
not-
earlier. This thing has taken 8 damage. You see it as this owl sort of like is on the ground and not flying, but it sort of like jumps up and slashes against this thing's chest, and returns back to the ground. That's the 8 damage it's taken. Is there anything else that you can do? No, that's your only action.
Have you done a +1? Sorry, I don't know how to roll.
She's got a bonus.
Oh, I can see it now. I can see it.
Are you going to do anything else, Rain, or is that you have your movement to use? I think that means she's good. Moving down the turn, or Kylos, it's your turn.
The fuck, man? You speak
That's, Monarch had some questions about the creatures in front of him.
So the bottom one has taken 15 damage, and the two to your right and above have taken 7 damage each.
Also worth noting, there's no reaction on them, so if you want to move around, feel free.
That's true, you can
Except the
move out
bottom
of
one.
melee
I think the
range.
bottom one still has reaction.
Mace swing on the bottom one that hits, roll damage. 8 bludgeoning damage. Holy, you have crumpled this thing into the ground. You smack it across your head with the mace. It sort of like comes down to its knees, and you smack it once again and batter it onto the floor, and just lays there limp. So he's going to hit the next one with your monk unarmed strike, I'm guessing. A 10 to hit. 5 + 3 + 2, that's 10. Unfortunately, that does not hit. You strike into its sternum, but something about how you hit it didn't quite catch it right, and it sort of doesn't take any damage. He's going to use a key point to Flurry of Blows. Immediately after you take the attack action on turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Go ahead and roll 2 unarmed strikes. That's just the damage, sorry, you need to roll the attacks first. So that's 112, that does hit. 13-second does hit as well. Do you want to roll new damage or do you keep the old ones? Improvement of
The
1.
one then.
So in this one turn, Kylos has managed to smack one thing with its mace, palm another straight into the sternum, and then it does a quick 1-2 to its face as it takes another 10 damage, taking it to 17 damage total. This one falls to its knees and falls lump in front of Kylos, the impenetrable, the absolute mad lad. That's dead. There is the one left to the front of you that has taken 7 damage so far. You have your movement. It doesn't have its reaction, so if you move out of melee range, it won't be able to strike you back. But I think he wants to stay where he is. Oh, he's going to go to the other side of it, maneuver around it. That's totally good. And I think that's where he's going to end his turn, yes. Moving forward, it is now Balor's turn.
Give me a sec. So that
does hit it.
okay. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands. on that
Okay.
one then.
You see as Balor sort of like puts his hands together, well, puts his hands out and has his like palms and fingers open wide and touching his thumbs together. You see his hands start to like glow red, and as he sort of like starts to vibrate, this burning cone of fire shoots forth from his hands, and this thing needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 13. Oh, it rolls a 12. It takes the full brunt of the 12 damage. This thing starts screaming and wailing, just.
And I believe those bushes in front of it would.
It would.
be
They
burning
would
up.
also catch fire. I don't know exactly how I can show that, but there is fire on these 2 bushes. 4 bushes rather. They are.
Oh, it's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's totally dead. Yeah.
Lovely.
Nice.
12 damage.
You have your bonus action still to use, which I believe you can use to command your little squirrel if you wanted.
I'm gonna come and bring him right next to me, between me and Rain.
There or 1 down.
Yeah, just there.
Okay. Are you going to use its bonus action to command, or it's just going to dodge next turn otherwise?
No, we're gonna take a shot at the purple dude.
Okay, so you use your
Between
bonus
me
action
and
to command it to attack the purple dude in front of Rain. It's going to use its flaming seed. Go ahead and roll a d20 plus your attack modifier. Can I get a quick check
Nice.
from Jay, who I know is listening? Do we add the proficiency bonus, unless you know that as well? Do you know that, Shift? If you add your proficiency bonus to the attack?
To the attack, yes, but
Oh,
well, to the damage, not to the attack.
oh, yeah, it's to the damage. You are right. Okay. So it's a 5
So
plus.
5 plus 3, so
It's an
eight.
8. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. The flaming seed shoots right past it and sort of sizzles on the ground a side away. That's the end of its turn, though. Move down the turn order to Anxie. And again, remember, you can move away from this creature and it will not attack you if you want.
For me,
Yes.
I'm staying there. Thank you.
Oh, damn.
I move my cape a bit, do a prance, and then I cast Firebolt
At the thing in front of you? Or
towards no, the one ahead of us, up north.
up on the hill under the tree. 22, that's an impressive hit. It does hit as well. Roll damage.
Oh yeah, second.
6 fire damage. You watch as Anxie hurls a little firebolt over to this creature up on the hill, and it does crack it across its face, and its whole sort of like face starts to get singed and burned, and its sort of like tentacles as they move look like they're like crunching against each other with the singed skin. It looks very worse for wear, but it is just about still standing. It's taken 6 damage.
I've just spit at it. I just finished my turn. Not gonna do anything else.
Okay. It is once again not Zenny's turn, because the 2 melee creatures still have their turns to make. This big creature's going to move over to here and use its Vile Burst attack. Joss, please roll a dexterity saving throw, and the same for you, Baylor, with your little squirrel. Dexterity saving throw, guys.
I'm trying to do it. It's asking me what kind of roll I'm doing.
Just a normal roll.
That's
13 and
me.
12. That does save on both of them, even though it spurts out its sort of like viciously tar-like substance. It sort of like either grazes off of your clothes or just misses you entirely, and you take no damage. Fuck my
That needs
life.
to be one for the squirrel.
Yeah, that was for the squirrel. It's only got a 5-foot range.
Right, okay.
This guy... It's not happy that it's seen 2 of its allies get crunched by this fucking turtle that's prancing around everywhere with the agileness of nothing it's ever seen before. It's going to just have a haymaker swing at you. I'm guessing a 6 doesn't hit you, so that's no damage, and that's the melee creature's end of turn, meaning Zinni, it's now your turn. Zinni, what are you going to be doing?
I am going to do this one.
Ray of Sickness is 60 feet. Holy, let me see that. Ray of
Jesus.
Sickening green energy lashes out towards a certain creature within range. 2d8 poison damage. You must make a Constitution saving throw. That's not going to matter, probably. It does hit. Which one are you hitting?
The
Oh,
one
that's a
next
crit
to
as well, so you
Anxi.
roll double damage. The one next to Anxi.
The Anxi, yeah.
Okay, roll damage. In crits, the damage that's rolled on the dice gets doubled. 2d8 is 7 plus 8. It rolls. It rolls it again? That shouldn't be right. Because it just doubles the damage. Why is it rolling another 2d8? Okay. I don't know how we'll fix that, but the first roll was a 7 plus an 8. That gets doubled up, so you dealt 30 damage to this creature with a Ray of Sickness. This motherfucker is so dead you don't even know. You've essentially dissolved a hole through its body with this, like, essentially green beam that you shot at it. Just a massive hole through it, and it falls slump into the ground.
Vinny's OP.
You have your... You have your movement still, if you want to use it, or are you staying on top of the cart?
I guess it's just the one guy up there, so should I get closer? How far away am I? Although it'll just die in the next few turns, alright? So I'll just... Oh no, there's another guy behind us. How far away am I from behind? Okay, I'll just stay.
Okay.
Dex,
Yes.
you know when I leveled up
Mm-hmm.
and I got these new spells?
You didn't
Did
actually
they-
get any new spells, but yes.
I learnt them, didn't I?
No, so the spells you have, the first level spells you've always had, you do need to take away one cantrip, remember, whichever one you did. Because you had one too many.
I think I did that.
So you
Yeah,
should
yeah,
you should
no,
have
no,
3,
yeah.
because it's 2 from base and plus 1
Yeah.
from Circle of the Land. What were
Yeah,
you going to
I got
ask me
rid of
about?
that The spell Ice Knife.
Mhm.
Why is that on my list?
Because that's a first level spell that you as a druid have access to.
Right, never mind then.
Yeah, so Baylor has the same thing as well, because it's just part of the standard druid spell list. You never have to use it if you don't want to. You can essentially act like your character doesn't know it, if it's you don't think it's like thematically on point. But that is now Andros' turn.
Oh, is it my turn again? Nice. Okay, where are we? Okay, well, everything's nearly dead. So I cast Eldritch. Oh, let me find the link 1 second. I fire that at this, or the top yellow one.
What is the button to ping, by the way?
I think you just hold down or right click. Yep, so I fire Eldritch Blast towards that target. Do I hit?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that hits roll damage. 12? Jesus, yeah. You essentially just fire a poof! Eldritch Blast comes from your hand. A streak of... what color energy would this Eldritch Blast be?
I think kind of purple.
Purplish energy streaks and smacks this creature in the face and takes its head clean off. This motherfucker dead as hell.
No movement for my turn, so my turn's over.
No movement, standing still, all good. Scup, can you roll a d20 for me?
I tried updating my avatar, by the way, but it's not working.
That's all good, don't worry about it.
Alright.
Or you to refresh.
I did. Even D20, here we go. Well, I clicked it, but...
9, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let me... Okay. Scup, as you have been enjoying a nice leisurely afternoon, you start to just sort of like, what's going on? And you just start hearing a bunch of just noise in the distance. Impact of like physical blows, metal hitting against some sort of like flesh, people shouting, over there, this one, oh no! What the fuck is going on? You just sort of like, you wake up and just like, ugh. What are you doing?
What's all that noise? And I look at you guys, and
So,
I'm kind of like, wait, where do I stand actually?
you are pinging over here. This is where you are waking up.
Can I drag my guy there?
Yeah, you just click and drag from the character.
You just said he was on a leisurely stroll, and now he's waking up.
Not a leisurely stroll. He was having a leisurely day.
I can't move. Like, do I move my avatar then? How do I...
Character from the character's page. You just click and drag your name over, and it'll come into the thing. There you go.
Oh god.
There we go. Oh, that shows my avatar actually. Nice. Alright, so, I walk out of the building. And, I see all you guys, like, fucking fighting and shit. And I go like, you guys need any help?
You guys are free to respond.
Woo! Woo!
Best you can describe that it's sort of like a party of people, and you see the monsters that you know to be on this island crumpled and dead around them, with a few still standing, or one still standing actually at this point. What were you gonna say, Anxie?
I was gonna say that once I see him, I'm a bit taken aback, quite scared, and I'd like to... Second. Do a insight check on him, and also I respond to him, "Who are you?" And And what are your actual intentions?
Okay, well, as Angsty shouts that, the rest of you sort of like have your attention caught to this. Even mid-battle, one of your somewhat trusted companions shouts at someone who's just entered the battlefield. They all turn around. Scott, can you please describe what your character just visually looks like and what they're taking in?
Yeah. So he's 6'4". He's a quite big dude, basically. He looks skinny but very muscular, basically. You know, like he's been very physical. Dark green skin, basically, and his hair is very ruffled, around shoulder length, brown, and he has little tusks, you know, on his mouth. But the one thing that you can kind of see even from that distance is that he has like very piercing blue eyes, and just a face that doesn't really tell you much besides that he has good intentions. He seems a bit lost in a way as well. But he doesn't look angry or fierce in any way. He genuinely looks like he wants to just figure out what's going on and wants to help you guys.
I say we'll do the insight check sort of like after combat ends, because all of your attentions, while you do immediately take that in, you then sort of realize there's still some fucker behind us that's about to launch some shit at us, and that's exactly what they do. Baylor, you've got another attack incoming your way, and it just, again, plops right into the ground next to you, and this creature sort of, like, looks around and just sort of charges in. 3, 4, 5. And it's just going to take a swing at you. No, and that doesn't miss. That misses as well. Back at the top of the turn order. Oh, we've got 2 alive. Sorry, I forgot this one was still tucked in there. Rain, it's your turn.
Okay, so I again hit this one in front of my face with talons.
Go for it. Roll to hit. You need to roll to hit first. That's the damage. So just a d20 plus 3.
Oh.
$16. That does hit. 8 damage. How much has this guy taken before? 18 damage. That is Sorry, 8 damage already. So it's 16 total. That is exactly the damage you needed. And as you slash your talons at this guy, and across its arms and its legs, it sort of crumples to the ground and sort of starts twitching on the ground. It lays dead.
Was that a spit?
She hocked to it onto the ground. Kylos, it is your turn now. Hoot to her.
Did anyone reply to Scott, by the way? I don't think anyone did.
What
Yeah,
do you mean?
Malarag did.
You can use each of your turns to sort of shout back as well, sort of small little phrases or something, because it's only meant to be a couple seconds per turn, but you're still in the heat of battle with a creature that's very close to the cart now.
I don't understand what you're saying currently.
No, as a druid, you still do. When normal people get transformed into animals, they don't understand what's going on, but druids do still maintain their mental faculties
Oh,
when
so
they're
the
transformed.
language thing means nothing.
So you can't speak. They can't understand what you say, but you can understand what they say.
Okay. I mean...
Kylos, it's your turn. What's going on?
Has Scott just emerged from them ruins then?
He has. Or
Yeah, you guys
rather,
woke me up.
a hulkingly tall and athletic-looking half-orc holding a big
6'4".
stick.
I have a very big stick, yeah.
Huh?
And Scott said, do you need any help? So
Yep.
I'm going to say to Scott, as you can see, we've got this all covered, thank you.
Alright.
Oh. Oh, I can't
No.
reply yet, right? Need to wait my turn.
Yeah.
My turn either, but I'm just saying it.
Yeah, she doesn't like to pay attention to the rules. It's okay, though. Kylos, roll to hit.
Well, you said I could say things in between turns, no?
I said on your turn. It's all right. 7
Oh,
that
right.
misses.
Kylos can't speak anyway. I'm saying it on his behalf.
True. 9 that also misses. You still have one key point that you can use if you want it, but if you take a step away, it's going to make an arm strike against you. I'll skip, okay. Baylor, it's your turn. This thing is in melee range and just attempted to swipe at you, but just missed massively.
Okay. I'm going to reach into my pocket. I'm going to pull out a purple bandana, wrap it across my head, in a band around my head, basically. I'm going to nod at Kylos. I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff. I'm going to take a swing at this guy.
Okay. Roll to hit, please. 14 does just hit. Roll damage. 4 bludgeoning damage. You smack it across its shoulder, and you see it there. It gets rocked by the blow, but it is still standing. You still have your bonus action to use should you want it.
Yeah, so we're going to take a flame seed, get the squirrels to do an attack.
Alright. Roll to hit with flame seed. That does hit. To roll damage, which is a d6 plus your proficiency, so d6 plus 2.
So that's 4 plus 2.
That is 6 damage. That will do it. Shift, could you please actually explain what the final killing blow of combat looks like to us?
So my little fiery squirrel sort of floats up into the air a little bit, kind of stands up on his back legs in the air, takes in a huge huff of breath, puffs out his chest, and just spits out this huge ball of fire. Hits this guy in the chest, and as he does, his whole body starts burning up into flames, and he just disappears into a pile of ash.
Nice.
And thus ends our combat. Although maybe not. We are left with a stranger in our midst, looking rather monstrous. What's going on? Turn order has ceased or has been paused for now.
Well, first my character mentions, like, the fuck is that squirrel? Yeah, don't mess with that next time I see it.
Well, meanwhile, you can see my guy sitting down. He sits down and he seemingly is like talking in himself, and he goes to like, "Well, Cecil, looks like they didn't need my help after all." And then looking at you guys approaching him, apparently, but he doesn't look too concerned. He's just sitting down, looking at you, and you might be wondering who the fuck he was talking to.
So, who are you and where have you just come from?
Well, I look at you guys and I go, "Whoa, I'm Sid. Who are you?"
Sid.
"Yeah, that's my name."
Can you answer my second question as well?
Sorry, what was the second question?
Where did you come from?
Behind me?
Do you live here?
No.
Confused.
Anxie, as you see all this unfold, you can roll your insight check now.
Alright.
What's an insight check?
Where was it though?
It's in the skills section, so like to the left, to the right
Aye.
of where the stats are.
Sid looks at the big bird, and he goes, "Oh, those are really pretty feathers."
Yeah, Andros comments that you don't feel the same evil aura as you do from the other monsters. It seems this guy isn't related to them.
A 21 insight check. What are you trying to insight from this, Anxie? Is it what kind of a person he is? Whether they're sort
What
of
his
good or evil?
intentions are, whether he's a good man
Whether
or
he's a
not.
good man. Okay. Scup, can you please roll a d20 and either add your persuasion modifier if you're a good person, or your deception modifier if you're a bad person, but do that part in secret. So just roll a d20 for now. Let's just see what it is.
I think this is correct then.
Just one d20, so we take the first one, 6. So, actually, you do gain insight. From what you can understand, this orc really does seem, in some really weird way, harmless. You see the look on his face, the really innocent, sort of like vacant expression on his face. You see how he very earnestly looks around and talks with everyone. This is not reminiscent of anything, and this goes for all of you, anything that you've remembered or heard about orcs and half-orcs in the past. This creature just looks incredibly simple and incredibly nice for the most part.
Okay, can I do more?
Or what do you want to do?
I'd like to cast a spell. It's a cantrip.
What cantrip are you casting? Prestidigitation, that is 10 feet spell, so you'd need to go into... What are you intending to do with it?
I'm planning on moving towards him,
Mhm.
next to where Zini is, well, 30 feet from here, and then use this spell so I can, so some creepy music might appear for him.
So, Sid, as this cloaked lady with white hair and a odd expression walks up to you, you see her sort of wave her hands, and you start to hear some odd, eerie music.
And once that happens, I use my telepathic speech to tell him that I still don't trust his kind, and for him to watch his back.
Okay, so she said that directly
Crikey.
into your head. You have heard a voice, but you have not seen anybody's mouths move.
But I don't do anything else. I'm not gonna do anything against him. So I just turn around and just give him the sight of my back.
Okay, I look at you, and well, I'm a bit confused and surprised. I do tell you, it's like Sissel.
He says out of nowhere because none of you have heard Anxie speak or say anything.
Who are you talking to?
Is that what you ask me as the character? Or
Yes.
you?
Anyway, what are you doing in this building?
Flippin'.
But you don't live here.
No.
My character just mentions that we don't need another Dirk situation, and he asks the orc, you seem like you can handle yourself. Do you want to give us a hand with this escort job?
Sissel, should I? Okay.
I mentioned to the party that we seem to keep running into these monsters. The more the merrier.
Whatever
Did
you
you just
say.
ask someone else if you should come with us?
I think she's talking to you there, Sid.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. And then while I say that, behind me, you couldn't see my back the whole time, right? But behind me, from my back, kind of hidden, crawls up this little tiny pseudo dragon. Just a tiny miniature dragon is basically what it is, and he sits on my shoulder. He has like red brownish scales, and my guy goes like, "Oh, guys, this is Sizzle. Say hello to Sizzle."
You see the little dragon on his shoulder is sort of like a sort of like really nice sort of like pale glossy red, and it sort of like is like staying very close to Sid, obviously tucked into his shoulder rather decently, and it sort of just like looks up at you all wide-eyed.
How did you come by a dragon or pseudo dragon?
Sizzle found me. And I guess I found Sizzle.
Well, I'm more than happy for you to come along now, but only because of Sizzle, not because of you.
Yeah, I agree. I like the idea of a little dragon coming with.
That pleases Sizzle.
This also sort of like bows his head in your guys' general direction.
So,
The chat is fucking overlord.
can
I
I,
yeah.
out of character, Dax,
Mm-hmm.
we're headed to where again?
Edgewood. Would you like to
Edgewood.
see the map?
And we're delivering for Jack, right?
Yes, Jack told you to go to his business warehouse, the Southside Swindle, once you get to Edgewood.
Okay.
Something, note taking.
I had Jack down. That's how I knew that name.
I should have asked everyone else before you asked me. I should have told you to ask them. My bad. Alright, we'll keep this going. We're all still getting used to things.
My character comments on that the owl that suddenly appeared out of nowhere, looking rather tastily at the dragon with slight concern.
Well, while that's all happening, my Sid just gets up, and you're kind of like, is he looking at Anxie? Is he looking at Zinni? He's kind of like staring past him, looking at the horse, and he stands up and he walks towards the horse past all of you, kind of just ignoring you all.
The horse is still panicked from being hit in that attack. It's sort of not really prancing, but like moving its feet up and down in place.
And Sid goes like, "Calm down. It's okay now. It's alright. Calm down."
Can you roll an animal handling check for me, Sid?
Shit, how do I do that?
So you just open your sheet, the list of skills you have, just click on animal handling, it'll roll it in the chat for us. As you see, as Sid comes to the horse and sort of like pats it down a bit, I wouldn't say harshly, but quite strongly, gives it some firm pats along its mane and along its neck. You see that this horse really does start to like gently calm down and sort of like recovers itself and comes back and is feeling a lot more calm than it was before.
That's a good horsey, right, Sizzle?
Sizzle sort of like prances around on his shoulder a little.
I turn to Rain, who's an owl, and go, "This guy looks like he's a good guy."
Right, can I speak as an owl, just so it's easier?
You can
can
talk
leave your
you
form.
can talk out what your owl is doing. You don't have to type it in
Right.
chat.
Okay, so I nod to Baylor. I nod.
Mhm.
In agreement.
So what are we doing, guys?
How much health does the horse have, and would it make it to Edgewood?
It lost 5 health. It lost 5.
Roll a medicine check for me, Baylor. Whew. You can see that this horse is like pretty close to passing out. It's like less than 25% HP.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on the horse.
Okay. Roll for healing word. 6. That does top it up to full. sort of like it calms down. You see a lot of where the splashes of necrotic liquid hit it earlier start to dissolve away. And that on top of everything, it sort of rejuvenates the horse, gives it back some of its energy that it had lost.
Does it need more?
It's back to max HP. As far as he can tell. Because he rolled a medicine check.
I'm going to let you know the horse is back to health. Doesn't need any more at this stage.
The way that you said it, Dax, implied that the horse is like still not 100%.
No, it's topped up back to full.
It's topped up. I just don't know what else is going to happen on the road.
Sid gives a big smile to Baylor, and then he kind of looks around and he walks to the other creature he sees, and he goes, "Oh, I've never seen an animal like you. You okay? You seem hurt." And I roll for medicine.
Okay.
What does a medicine roll do? Sorry.
What are you intending to do with this medicine check?
I see a wound on it's kind of like on his shoulder, and I try to apply some out of my pockets. I grab some herbs. I chew it up, and I try to spit it out and apply it on his shoulder.
Carlos, how are you responding to this? This half-orc has come up, inspected your wound on your shoulder.
I also called you an animal, by the way.
He's chewing up some herbs in his mouth and starts reaching into his mouth, still looking intently at the wound on your arm. Are you allowing this to go forward? Let's see what it does. So, what exactly are you doing, Sid?
So, I had some herbs with me. I chewed them up, so they're like moist and shit. And I'm trying to apply it to the little wound he has, kind of like a gash on his shoulder.
Okay.
Since he is missing some health, so I'm trying to heal him a bit.
You apply the chewed up herbs to his shoulder, and you feel like a very faint sting in the wound, Kylos, but it's sort of like a numbing kind of sting, where you can sort of feel like whatever pain was there is subsiding slightly and then being replaced with this just gentle, warm sting that this herb is applying. You can't actually heal him, because that's the kind of shit a healer does, or you'd need like a medicine kit to do that, but...
There you go. Makes me feel better.
Is anyone else badly injured?
Kylos looks up at Sid and smiles at him, gives him a slight nod.
Well, those were the last herbs I had.
I'm asking the team that, by the way.
No.
I am.
You can heal yourself, though. Fuck.
No, I can't. You really think I chose heals?
Well,
Aren't you still
Kalos...
an owl? You can't respond to me, right?
She can talk to
You have
you,
to-
Tony, come on.
You have to do an action instead.
Tony's out here trying to silence women's voices, it's unbelievable.
Oh god.
Shut up, you prick.
Also, Kalos like smiles at me. I just leave out like a stupid fucking giggle. Out
Do
of
that all
content.
the time.
Yep.
Can I do it? Yeah, but if I... Sorry, that one.
Carlos, what's your maximum hit points out of curiosity if you're missing 5? 15? You got 66% of your health.
What about this one?
A healing word? You heal 3, Carlos. Make sure to mark down another first level spell slot, Zinni.
Let me heal Rain. Rain's responding to me.
Oh, you're healing Rain?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
You responded after Rain. Maybe if you had a fucking voice, I'd notice. So how do I do? Have I done that? There's no button for me to roll.
On your spells page, no, you don't need to roll anything for this because it's already rolled once you clicked on it. You got 3 healing, so you rolled a 1 on your d4 and then +2. But make sure to tick down your first level spells. How many have you got left?
1.
Yeah, you used inflict wounds.
Oh wait, no, I used sickness as well, didn't I?
Oh yeah, ray of sickness. So you've got no first level spell slots left. Okay.
I've just wasted that on you.
Thank you. So I get 3 health.
Yep. How much HP are you on now, Joss?
Did I lose any health in that battle? Because I did not.
I'm now on 11.
You're on 11, okay. No, you rolled good saving throws from the attacks that came into you. They were AoE attacks.
Well, just to clarify, I'm on 11 health in human form.
Okay.
Are you going to transform back yet? Or are you just going to stay as an owl?
I can chill as an owl for an hour. I'm making this time count.
Okay, well, Kalos has already started walking off, so let's go.
As you guys start to hop back on the cart, you notice that the bodies around you, they've all disappeared. For those of you that have lived in this island, you do know this to be normal, but all the corpses are gone from the monsters that had attacked. Shut the fuck up, Joss.
Wait, where did all the creatures' bodies go?
It's just kind of a thing that happens with these creatures. They just kind of disappear once they die.
Do you know anything about these creatures? I don't recognize.
I don't know much about them, but I know that they kind of appear sometimes and attack people on roads, on journeys, just sort of randomly. There's no real sort of purpose to what they do. They just do, and then they just disappear. Don't know where they come from. Don't know where they go.
Sorry, Dax, these are not the Eldritch blah blah blahs from last time, right?
They are.
Oh.
Well, the different ones you described.
They're physically quite very different, yes, but they're still eldritch monsters that you know to be sort of in the repertoire of things that spawn.
Because then I should know about them, but...
You know that, what? Roll me an intelligence check.
Wait, quick question. How are they eldritch yet? Andros hit them with an eldritch spell. Should it not?
That's an interesting question. You should probably ask Andros. With intelligence check of 18, you hear about these creatures all the time, though in your city in Northwind you never really saw much of them yourself, because you usually stayed within the city walls. But you do remember hearing that, whenever these creatures spawned, attacked, whatever they did after they did die, they do sort of just fade into nothing. You don't really know why. You don't know if anyone else knows why. Maybe somebody does, but it certainly isn't you.
My thought is that this is something to do. And my curse.
I think you cut out. I didn't hear you, at least.
I think that this is something to do, internally, I think this is something to do with me and my curse.
Okay. You're carrying that with yourself. Is everybody else moving on? Sid, what are you doing in all this?
I'm sticking with the horse.
Okay, walking along the horse. The horse is carrying quite a heavy cart all by itself, so it is going at normal walking pace, so you're all easily able to keep up, except the two gnomes who, to save their little legs, hop on the back of the cart.
I'm still as an owl.
Alright. I think an owl's walking speed is still pretty slow as well. Yeah, it's an owl has 5 feet of movement if it's hopping along the ground.
Maybe hop onto the cart, yeah.
How big are you as an owl?
I'd say it comes about 3 foot off the ground. It's a considerably bigger owl than... It's nowhere near a normal owl size, but it's 3 foot tall standing off the ground.
doesn't
What you're
actually
saying
say.
is she cannot be on my shoulder.
Well,
No.
I'm tall enough.
Unfortunate.
I'm tall enough for my talons to have a 5-foot reach.
That's any melee attack, though. So it's also including sort of like you lean into the attack a bit as well. Alright. Anyone taking point? What's going on?
Oh, I'm 9 foot tall, by the way.
9.
9 foot
Yeah,
as
I
a
just
giant
Googled
owl?
it.
Wait, no.
So you've
Yeah.
tripled your height.
9 foot tall with a 20-foot wingspan.
Yeah, I don't
Nice.
think she
Really?
can be on my shoulder.
Yeah, that's what Google says about 5th edition D&D giant owl.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay. So the horse is not attached to the car anymore, or is it?
It is still, yeah. It's
Okay, so-
Rain's got a little rattled, but you were able to just like buckle it back in place. Kylos, if you're taking point, Anxie, are you taking point with him?
Yeah,
Can both of you review?
I'm ignoring the rest of the situation behind and I'm just walking.
Okay, can both of you roll perception checks, please? To keep an eye on what's ahead.
Oh god, it's the blind leading the blind.
Alright.
The mute leading the blind. Okay, thank you. And as this sort of like combat comes to a close, we just start plodding along again, heading through Aspark Hills, roads going up and down all the different rolling hills, keeping everything nicely together. We do start to go later into the afternoon now. We do start to get a golden glow coming into the sky. What's up, Rain? This is the scene picture for Esbarg Hills. Anytime you're in the hills and not in combat, I'll be showing this picture. What do you mean sus? Sorry.
Continue to describe our journey, please, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Okay. Given what happened earlier on in the day, this thing does start to become, thankfully, relatively uneventful. A lot of you a bit exhausted from battle, getting rather weary, as more of the golden glow comes into the sky, denoting that the day's starting to come to an end. We're coming to the end of Reap right now. As we move into rest, you guys will likely, or at least at the very least, the horse will want to park up and sleep for the night. Is that something you want to do, or are you going to try and plow through and walk through the night as well?
I let out a big yawn, a big stretch, and I suggest that we set up camp at these nearby ruins.
I'm going to turn to Sid and ask Sid if he knows if these ruins are safe, seeing as he came from around here. He might know the area.
Sid kind of looks surprised because he's he's not used to being talked to basically, and he replies with yeah, I slipped up before, but you never know. I don't know. I'm all over the place, really.
Andros, can you roll me a... Just roll an intelligence check.
Damn.
You're not very smart.
Would
He's
anyone
tired.
else? I think both Kylos and Zinni would roll one as well.
Yeah, not my guy.
How long have we been traveling since we did the fight?
It's been like... Since you've done the fight, only a couple hours.
Oh, I'm human form then. so we can know.
Do you say Kylos as well?
Yeah, Kylos, can I get an intelligence check, please? Fuck me.
Damn.
Jesus,
Um,
alright. Everyone's tired.
Well, you didn't need much of a roll anyway. Zinni, you do remember some sound words of advice that you got from all your friends before you left your city, that it's always best to sleep not in immediate sight of the roads covered by... Get some kind of cover, and as you are sort of like cresting over one final hill, you do see that the road starts to bend at this point close to the forest line, and there is a much larger than the other trees that's sort of providing a lot of cover, and it is not too far away from the road so that it would exhaust the horse getting there. Seems like it would be an alright place to sleep. Red number means you rolled the lowest possible. You rolled a 1 on your d20.
Perhaps we should set up camp over there, as there seems to be adequate cover for us. We don't really want to be setting up near the road.
Sizzle agrees.
I pet Sizzle on the head.
Let's do it then. Let's move to that spot and set up camp.
Okay. It's about 30 feet away from the road, but you park your cart up under a big tree. It's a nice big thick tree, a lot like probably maybe like 4, maybe 5 times as big as the other trees around it. It's got a big nice canopy, giving some kind of shade as the sun sort of like cuts in through the leaves. And you'll begin to start to set up camp for the night. You roll out your bedrolls. Is anyone going to set up a campfire or anything?
Do we need anything to do that?
No, you can just sleep in your bedrolls, but like a campfire would be nice to just keep you warm if you want to talk around it for a bit.
I still have burning squirrels, so starting a fire won't be difficult.
Well, can Sizzle breathe fire? At least for campfire, right? It can be like kindling.
He can
maybe.
do like a little spark. Not enough to be
Yeah.
an attack, but it's a little spark of fire.
Exactly. Well, in that case, without anyone asking, Sid is like already on it because he's done this a million times, right? So, while everyone is like settling down, Sid already gathered wood, even though he didn't see any around. He already had it. Not on him, but he just found it very, very quickly, and with a bit of like dry grass or whatever, he nods at Sizzle, and Sizzle does a little spark, and it catches fire.
Yeah, nice little campfire going. You keep it not like directly under the tree trunk, but like a little bit away from it, just so that you can get like a little warmth. Everyone's bringing their bedrolls around, munching into some of the rations that you guys have got.
Yeah, and Sid just like kind of lays down, and he lets out a big, and he just like instantly falls asleep.
What, Sizzle?
Sizzle tucks under and into his chest armor. You can see sort of like a little patch of his wing hanging out from under the chest tuff. It's not really armor, really. This guy just has like very simple leather ragged clothes. But you can just see like a little bit tucking out, and you see the bump where Sizzle is lying on his chest.
I wrap my bedroll around me like a blanket, do a little hop into the air, and just nosedive into the ground and fall asleep.
I observe everyone and watch everyone fall asleep before I decide to comfortably lie down and go to sleep.
Alright. Is there anything that you guys want to discuss with each other before you're heading to bed? Anything that you want to do? Obviously, Kylos is meditating just before he sleeps. I would say in this time you get your key points back, so give yourself those 2 back. Or the 1 back, I think you used.
Is long rest right somewhere?
Yes, but we're not there just yet. It's after you've completed the long rest, I give it to you. So everyone all good?
Should we set up a watch order for the night? Somebody to stay awake and keep watch.
I think that's a great idea. And I volunteer to be the first one. Although
Isn't
if he's
there-
sleeping. Sorry.
Yeah, but while you guys are discussing that, all you hear from Sid is,
Sid thinks it's safe enough to not have a watch, but I kind of think we need a watch.
I think
Right.
I have a passive or something that means that I don't have to sleep a lot, right? Or is that wrong?
That's elves, I believe.
Oh. What's the gnomish one? Is it just being short and being high in intelligence or something? Or
Let me have a check. It'll be on your features on your first page. Gnome cunning. You have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
where are you seeing this?
It's-
Oh, gnome cunning. Okay.
Yeah, so this goes as a lesson for everyone. These sort of like abilities, you guys need to be aware of it, because this sort of like advantage on saving throws, I'm not going to remember that for each and every one of you. If you get hit by a magic attack and you don't tell me that, I'm not going to give it to you after the damage has already like gone through or something. So keep an eye on your little abilities that you have to yourself. And you, Tony, should read through your Channel Divinity stuff, because that's what you got at 2nd level that I don't think you've read yet. Yeah, so, what were you saying, Shift?
No, I was just saying we should keep a watch. We should definitely set up a watch rotation.
Okay. Did I hear Anxie say that she's going to rest first? Or to watch first?
I said I'm gonna be on watch first, because I'm still quite anxious because of the arrival of our half-orc friend.
Okay. Who
When
else
we're
is
doing
gonna...
a rest, we can swap the spells that we've got selected, right?
After you wake up from a long rest, yes.
Yeah.
So, not
So
just
is
yet. Mhm.
Channel Divinity is just when I get to switch to a different spell, right?
No, Channel Divinity is a cleric thing where you essentially get some, like, religious, holy-esque abilities. You've got 2 that you can see there in your little features thing. So it's Channel Divinity is a resource that you can use to do different Channel Divinity abilities, and the 2 that are written in your features.
I need to take a quick break and just go to the bathroom.
Yeah, once we like sort out the watch order, I was gonna send a quick break anyway. So
Okay, let's sort out the watch order then.
Anxie's gonna be first.
I'll take second watch.
Okay. And you're all doing like 2.5 to 3 hours each. Who's gonna get the third one?
Yeah, I can take the third one.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna say I can offer to be up when it's like the middle of the night with night vision. My dwarfing, dark vision, sorry. So I've got better eyesight.
You can have more than one person up at watch at once if you want to have someone have company, or you can just
I'll
let
stay
the
up
one
with Anxie. I'll stay up with Anxie.
Okay. So Rain and Anxie.
Well, I get to pick one of these.
You can cast them
overnight
whenever you want. So the Channel Divinity stuff you get to use whenever you want as an action. It's like a single resource. So you can see just below your short rest button is Channel Divinity. You have one of it that recovers on a long rest. But your prepared spells, if you're talking about those, after I tell you can press the long rest button, then you can choose which ones you want to take off and put on.
I just don't, because it says like gain abilities, isn't that energy?
So yeah, send the break, guys. Go do whatever you want. I'm going to talk with Tony about Channel Divinity. So you've got 2 Channel Divinity abilities. You've got Turn Undead and Touch of Death. You can use your 1 channel ability to do either of these things.
You choose which effects to create. You must finish a short or long rest to use your Channel Divinity again.
Yeah, so you've already got your Channel Divinity right now by the one up there. So after you use it, you would need to rest to recover it.
Which one do I have?
So you've got 2 Channel Divinity abilities, Turn Undead and Touch of Death.
Yeah.
So you can choose to use those whenever you want.
Okay.
So it's like a certain cleric ability. Like a guy has his key points for his monk. Anxie has his sorcery points for being a sorcerer. You as a cleric have channel divinity for being a cleric. Oh, I need to do some shit. Anyone else have any questions about game mechanic stuff while this is going on? While we're having our break right now?
What's a ritual?
Ritual cast means that you can cast it if you spend like 10 to 15 minutes casting it, and it won't use a spell slot. But there's only certain spells that can be ritually casted. Oh man. How's everybody doing? Feeling alright?
Yeah. It's good fun.
Hell yeah, brother.
So for me, when we reach the spells now, I'll have my 2 spells which come with my circle, and then it's 3 more spells, right?
Yes, so those 2 spells you have always prepared, and you get Druid level plus Wisdom modifier, so you get 5 extra prepared spells.
Okay.
So you can use 7 spells on any given day.
Wait, explain that one again.
So he, because part of his circle of the wildfire that he's chosen, he gets some of his spells get to always be prepared, so he doesn't have to do anything to like have them to hand. And then you get your 5 prepared spells. He gets his 5 prepared spells as well, because both your wisdom modifiers is +3, right? So,
I'm only on 4 though. Oh, 5. Never mind. Yeah, I'm on 5.
So yeah, it's your wisdom modifier plus your druid level is how many spells you can have prepared in a day.
Wait, I should have 7 then, shouldn't I?
No, because you don't get any permanently prepared spells yet. Your Circle of the Land stuff doesn't kick in till level 3. So if you go check your Circle of the Land, whatever land thing you've chosen, you get those at 3rd level.
So, the wisdom modifier thing, is that the one all the way on the left where they're going down, like in a thin line, or is it the one where it's in the little chunk called say? Oh, never mind, I've just answered it. Never mind.
Yeah, so your wisdom is actually like 16 or something, and your modifier is +3.
Yeah, so I'll have 5, yeah. We can change the spells we want to have prepped now, right?
No, after I tell you that you can press the long rest button. None of you should be pressing long rest yet, because it's only once the entire full 8-hour sleep has been completed that you get the full heal. I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
So, is it just me, or is what Dax just said like kind of foreshadowing?
Yeah, we're gonna get attacked. 100%.
Yep. I wonder when though.
can't be whilst it's me and Anxie looking out for the group. We won't let something like that happen.
I mean,
No
you
way.
both roll like 1 on perception check when we were on the card last time.
Oh.
I could wild shift shape into an owl again.
Yeah, but then if you spot something, you can't tell anyone.
No, but it'll be funny. Just slapping people on the head with my wing.
I can see in the dark. I should have done it.
Is anybody going to be on watch with me? Because just a heads up, I can't see in the dark.
Maybe
No,
he
you volunteered to do it on your own.
But we can do it a couple of people per a watch.
We've already
Or if you
agreed
wanted
to
to
do
be
it like
alone.
this, right?
I don't know, I guess. Or you can randomly wake up and join him, like, you know, embrace the role playing.
Huh?
As in,
I
like,
want my spells back, smuggers.
oh well. You're not getting them back if we get attacked.
Can't believe I've got a -1 strength modifier. What the fuck?
Me too.
I don't.
I'm back. I'm just going to eat a cookie on mute. You can ask me any
Yeah,
questions. though.
what's your intelligence modifier stuff?
I'm not sure, but my intelligence is 7.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
like,
he's got
that's less than a
-1.
1. Or a 0, probably a 0.
So basically, if you have intelligence 6, that means you can't read, and no one else is able to teach you to read.
10 and 11 would be a modifier of 0. 8 and 9 would be -1. He's got
Yeah.
-2 intelligence.
Oh, he's got -2.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
he dumb.
He dumb.
I'm just a good guy, you know?
Fizzle is the brains here.
I have 15 intellect.
Me too.
Kind of big brain.
Me
Yeah,
too.
10.
I do have Sizzle with me, who's a pseudo dragon, right? And I don't know. Do you guys know anything about pseudo dragons?
What's a pseudo dragon?
For all intents and purposes, you guys don't know what pseudo dragons are. As far as you know,
Oh, yeah.
it's just a mini dragon.
Okay, then let's not talk about it.
Why
Okay.
exactly does Scott have a
He wanted to
companion?
share.
It's not a companion; it's a friend.
And Joss, why can you shoot water out of your fingers? Shut the fuck up, mind your
Well-
business.
It's not water, it's sweat.
So like obviously it's cool to have a little dragon with me, but he has no combat purposes whatsoever. So
Oh,
it's not like,
Scope, you're gonna love what I choose when I long rest.
oh lord, why do you shoot water?
Let's go. How's that?
I don't shoot water like Spider-Man.
Wait, this is so good. It'll just send me another. Okay, hold up. He sent me another
Might be
AI
easier to put in
generated.
the art channel if you want to share it.
Are you pissing?
Oh, sorry,
amazed.
I didn't mute. Sorry.
Oh, look at that. Interesting. Yeah, in these pictures, it's like I look more like a goblin, I would say, than like a big dude. But yeah, in the picture you sent me, it was like perfect, except for that Sizzle is reddish, not green. But I still really like
Oh,
it.
I can change that.
Try to. Then it would be perfect, I think.
What, are you using Mid Journey?
Yeah, because it's in Discord and it's easy. And I can do it while everyone's talking.
I tried doing that and it kept going, oh, you need to sub to shit. It's like, fuck that. No thanks.
Are you able to give it a picture and be like, do that?
I don't think so. There are other ones that might work with this.
Because I like the style of your AI. I want my character in that style. The painted style.
Yeah. I tried like creating your character, but it really didn't want to do the hair you want.
Maybe use the prompts that Ailey used for it, because he asked the AI to describe the hairstyle that I liked,
Oh,
and then
the
just
picture.
copy pasted that back at it.
Look at this character. Look, check the art channel. I love it.
That is pretty close to what you look like,
Oh
though.
god.
You look like a YouTuber from like
He
2010.
does.
That's what I was thinking.
Like
Looks like,
Smosh.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Why do you look like fucking
Well-
Ian from Smosh?
Yeah, doesn't he?
Why
Yeah,
does the dragon look like a fucking figurine?
Yeah. That's
I
why
was creating him as a strong orc. Look
Oh,
at
that looks good. I like that.
I just look so old. I'm not that old.
Yeah, he's got long hair.
It's tricky because like my guy is not serious or old or wise or anything like he's big, but he's not
Yeah.
a brute at all. He's kind of dumb, you know.
Let's try.
So it's like it's a combination of everything. I know, like I do kind of like. Let me see.
That's just what orcs look like. They just have shitty faces.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Zog zog.
I'll add to my thing.
Like
He also looks like Ian from Smosh.
I do like this guy because he just looks so fucking. He looks so fucking dumb.
True.
Something to do it?
He's questing an Ashen Vale. He just saw his first PvP.
Yeah, see, I do like it, but yeah, I mean, I do have very high charisma, so it could kind of this could kind of work actually.
But with low intelligence, how do you how do you
Well-
charisma?
Yeah, well,
You could be
the
disarmingly
thing.
friendly.
No.
You know, you're never gonna
No.
assume that like a person with Down syndrome is like malintent or anything. You know.
Listen. So I sound very dumb, but I look like this. Wait 1 second.
Is it going to be like the Sigma male but green?
Wait, no, that's the wrong one.
He's staring into my soul. It's weird.
I've heard Jay gently chuckling at a few of the turns we had in game and stuff. Oh, that's a good one.
Who's Jay?
Yeah.
Jay's my roommate that you spoke to, Joss.
Oh, Jay. I thought you said Jake.
No.
I was going to say, how the fuck did I
Oh, that one is perfect, Dale.
That is actually perfect, yeah.
That looks like art from a Hearthstone card.
That
It's Man
is
Crick.
literally me. That is literally me.
Where's his wife?
So
Don't
like,
ask.
like I do have features where you're kind of like, this guy has like good looks, even for a half orc, right? And that's where the charisma comes from.
You have some tusks as well, right?
Yeah,
If you're a
Sweet
half orc, they're
tusks.
pretty
Small.
small, though.
they're small, you know. Like if I smile, maybe I can kind of hide it. It's just
Didn't you mention it in your description that
Yeah,
they're little
yeah.
tusks?
little tusks, and it's also like you have to realize, why I look like this, you're kind of questioning yourself, like, oh wait, this might work. Maybe a bit too old with all the wrinkles and shit, but
If the picture's
I
small
might-
enough,
Make
you
him
won't see him.
younger.
it's just you're kind of questioning as well why I seem so fucking dumb. Ah, Yeah, there you go. I think that's on point. That's it, right there. That's it. That's really good. Yeah, ChatGPT is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. I can use it for work as well. But
Well,
just,
yeah, I'm contemplating
do,
getting
Ale?
a subscription.
Why does the dragon suspiciously look like the Welsh flag?
It does.
Real recognizes real, you know?
I mean, if that's his universe, it kind of makes sense.
Wait, so am I gonna wild shape into a sheep at one point?
I don't let me catch you doing that.
Don't.
Oh.
Dax will end up fingering you.
Don't say the quiet part out loud. Come on.
Man.
Is everyone back, by the way? Are we good to recommence?
Yeah, I'm back.
Guy, are you here? I know everyone else is. Yes, he is. Okay. Everyone good to start again then?
Yeah.
Alright, let's send it. Where's my music? Okay. So we've just...
Skyrim music.
So we're just coming back. You guys have all decided a sleeping order. And first up is Anxie and Rain. Is there anything you two want to discuss a bit more intimately now that you two are alone whilst you have the time? Or are you just wanting to pass the time immediately?
I don't mind either way.
Any questions you want to ask each other, or are we just rolling and going straight through this?
We can be just enjoying each other's company and waiting for the time to pass. Like,
Okay, just quietly chatting between yourselves about nothing in particular, just, you know, enjoying the nice dark golden night sky that's like fading to black gently.
Yeah, I'm just sat on the grass and like tapping my boots. Oh, not my boots, but my feet together, like a bit awkward.
Can you both roll me perception checks, please?
I already did one as a joke. Should I reroll?
Yes, reroll, please.
Okay. Hey yo.
Okay.
I'm just built different.
You feel relatively alert. You are aware of everything that's around you. You do occasionally hear like a little twig break way off into the distance, far into the woods. You hear some like little scattering of some small forest floor creatures. Nothing that really grabs your attention. The roads are really quiet. You can just about see the part of the rolling hills where you had your combat earlier. Looking over, reminiscing about the fight that took place and how you all feel like you've gotten considerably stronger already. It's a nice feeling to know that you're all growing. But your watch passes without any issue, and I believe you're all waking up. You both are waking up Shift now for his shift.
Who? We're waking who up?
Baylor.
Come on, Baylor, come on. Wake up.
Is it my turn already?
Yeah, come on.
I'm awake.
Alright, Baylor. Roll me a perception check, please.
We're in a forested area, right?
Ooh. I'd say yeah. So roll with advantage. 11? Okay. So the night sky turns to black. There's only the crackling of the fire sound to keep you company. Really isn't too much that you can even perceive of in this dead of night. The moon provides almost no light to the rest of the landscape. You can see the moon up in the sky, and you can see all the faint stars speckled around it. It's nice when nighttime comes around. You know, there's always so much daylight, there's always so much golden light around it at the same time. It's nice to take in a nice open landscape that you're really not used to, Baylor. It's nice to see rolling hills, bits of ruins, even if it's old civilization. It's like a fun new experience for you. Your night's going by pretty nicely, reminiscing on your little squirrel that you brought out. That was fun. He looked cool as hell, and you're really happy with yourself that you're really coming into your own. Baylor, does 16 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
You feel a bite in your leg. You take 2 piercing damage and 1 psychic damage as you jump and you're set alert. And as you look around, there's a host of really large spiders that have managed to creep up on you. And you are fucking terrified. Baylor, can you and you alone roll initiative, please?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That hasn't come into my turn order thing. What the fuck is up with this turn order bullshit?
There's no tokens on the page. You need to put his character on the page.
Oh, sorry, yes. Can you... can all of you guys put your characters around the tree where you're, close to the big tree? Some of you would have been sleeping up against it, some of you would have been, maybe off out into the distance. Baylor, yeah, a bit outstretched. You probably would have been, close to the horse, just sort of, being near it. Okay. Is there any way that I can add one to the turn order?
Yeah, it says you can right-click a token and add a turn.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 15. Where's my pen gone? Wait, actually, where the fuck is my pen? Huh? I'm sat on it, okay. It's gonna be that for them. Okay. Let's bring in the spiders. Alright, Baylor, it is your turn, and you've just been startled, bitten by these spiders. You can use your speech to sort of scream and try and wake everyone up.
How big are these spiders?
These spiders come to about... Ooh. They're 3 feet by 3 feet, wide in terms of how far their legs stretch, and they come about 2 feet off the ground. Big fucking spiders.
These are not British spiders.
No, they are not British spiders. And you do notice, given that one's right next to you, the one next to you at least, you can't see the others just now because it's the dead of night, but it's got a faint purplish glow in its eyes. So
First thing I do is
Mhm.
I'm gonna scream for everybody to wake up, and I'm gonna sort of kicks it a little bit in his legs to try and wake him up, seeing as he's next to him.
Sure. So you kind of say, wake up, wake up! Everyone's sort of like coming to, and after this turn order, everyone will get their attempt to roll initiative. But for now, action and bonus action, what are you doing with it?
So I'm gonna pull out my staff and smack this spider right next to me.
Okay, roll attack. It's a critical miss that does not hit at all, sorry. You still have a bonus action to use should you have something to use it with.
Don't believe I do.
Okay, well, we'll move to the spider's turn. The one next to you is just going to go and bite you again right out. That's a miss. Make sure I'm on the right layer. This one is going to climb on top of the thing and bite Sid on the foot. Sid, does a 21 hit you? So this is you comparing it to whatever your armor class is. Okay?
Yeah. 1 second. I think that should hit me. Yeah.
You take 1 piercing damage and 2 psychic damage, so that's 3 total, and you are awake and will be rolling your initiative at turn order.
Oh.
This one's going
What
to
the
come in.
fuck?
These both are going to come in.
I need to roll initiative?
Not yet. Once the spider's turn's over, all of you will be actually. Rain, does it 18 hit you?
Yes.
3 piercing damage and 1 psychic damage, so 4 total. And another 18 for another 2 piercing and 2 psychic damage, so another 4 damage.
Can we do reactions, or are we still
You are
sleeping and
still
cannot do stuff?
asleep for now.
Oh, okay.
Kylos. Does a 20 hit you? Yep. That is 3 piercing and 1 psychic damage, so 4 total. And Zinni. That's a nat 20. Does a 24 hit you? I don't need it to tell me, I know that hits. Ooh, fuck! That is 3 piercing damage and 2 psychic damage. 5 doubled to 10 damage that you take from this one bite.
Got you good?
Zinni, you alright? Is she there?
I don't think so.
Oh, sorry, I've been muted.
So, 10 damage.
I've got 6. Okay, I'm down to 6 health.
Holy. Alright. That does mark the end of the spider's turn. Can everyone else now please roll initiative? Woo.
Alright.
Everyone?
Yep.
How do I roll initiative?
Press the
done
initiative
that.
button that's next to your armor class.
Alright, Monarch.
Right.
It was nice knowing you.
Right, that's everyone, yeah? Top of the turn order. Kylos, you awake to find a spider biting at your ankles. If you want to stand up, just so all of you know, it takes half of your movement to stand up. Stand up and smack, okay. What you hitting with first? Mace, 7, misses. You do have your 2 key points back, by the way, just so you remember. Flurry of blows. 2 unarmed strike attack, please. You still also have your regular unarmed strike attack as well. but you can use that like in between movement. You use half your movement, so you, instead of 40, only have 20 after you stand up. Do you want to take back the use of your key point and just use your unarmed strike first? Yeah, okay, no worries. We're all still learning. I'll just take the one that's already... Oh, no, you rolled another one for me. 12. That one... Where did I write it down? Misses, sorry. Okay, now you flurry of blows. Okay, 2 more unarmed strike rolls then. Miss. And a hit. Okay, roll damage on that one. 4 bludgeoning damage. You sort of like stomp your foot into this spider's abdomen. That's what it's called. You feel it crunch underneath you, and you deal 4 damage to it. Let me make sure I've got that written down for him. It doesn't look like it's doing well, even with such little damage, but it's there, still ready to bite the fuck back at you. You still have 20 feet of movement speed, should you choose to use it, or you can pass your turn to next now. Shell defense. You can withdraw into your shell as an action. Sorry, you've already used your action with the mace attack. He's done then? Okay. Excuse me. Next in the turn order, Anxie.
Yeah. Just a question. In my character sheet, the dagger you had it, was it just to keep something, or can I actually use it?
No, you
for,
have a
like,
dagger, yeah. It'd be normal for you to have just like at least some little tool.
So I can try and hit one of the spiders in front of me.
You'd
Wait, I
have
mean,
to
it wouldn't
move
be
into melee range, but
an
yes.
action. It wouldn't count as an action, right?
No, it would be a melee strike would be an action.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I move basically in front of them here. Then the one above me, I cast Fireball at him.
Firebolt, okay. Roll for the
Firebolt,
attack
yeah,
on that.
sorry.
A 15 does hit, 6 fire damage. Is it on the one above you said, yeah?
Yeah.
So you sort of aim your hand like almost directly in front of the spider. It's a bit far down from you, but you let out a firebolt straight into its sort of like face-ish area. You can see that before you snuff out its life, you do see that it has sort of a faint purple glow inside, like it's almost a pupil. Spiders don't usually have them; they're usually void black, but it's just got like a faint purple dot in the middle of its eyes. But you just killed this one outright.
Okay, and I also can stop the other one, right?
No, so Firebolt is an action.
Oh, I can't. Okay, cool. I just didn't understand about the dagger one. Okay, cool. Then can't do anything else. I'll just stay here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Next in turn order, Andros.
Okay, so one second, if I carriage. So my character casts this. How do I link it? Over here.
Okay. You feel a familiar rumble in the ground, and right next to you, Zinni starts to crawl out this ugly-looking table thing that you had killed just a day, 2 days ago at this point. Clambers out of the ground and is right next to you, just grumbling to itself.
And with my bonus action, I give it a command to attack the spiders.
Okay, it attacks. I remember I wrote this down, but I forgot to send it to you.
It's in the text. I need to roll a d20 to see if it listens to the command.
Oh yeah, roll the d20 then, please. 19. Okay, it's a success. Can you roll a d4 and add your con modifier so we can just know and keep a track of its health as well? Its attack is...
So d4 is 2 plus 1 for con modifier, so 3.
It's got 3 HP. Okay, I got that. This horrifying little thing lurches out and bites. It rolls a 9. It has a +1 to attack, but unfortunately that does miss the spider. Actually, I should, rather than using that token, I should use... There you go. That's your action and bonus action, right?
Yep. You use my movement to stand up as well.
Have your movement to stand up. Okay,
Otherwise,
that's
don't
good. Alright, next in the turn order, Baylor.
I'm going to cast a poison spray on this one right here.
Okay, ping it into chat. DC save 13 for Con. That's a 2. That definitely misses. Takes 1 poison damage. This one here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you spray your poison at it. It does like sort of splash over it and stings it a little, but hasn't done much damage. That's your action. No bonus action for you, I'm guessing.
No, and I'm just going to stay right there.
Okay. Zinni, right next to you, a familiar enemy has pulled itself out of the ground and attempted to bite the spider next to you. After you also got woken up and bitten to fuck by the spider as well.
Okay. What? Why?
I ain't got nothing for you. That's just what's happened.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit the spider.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of options. I don't have any spell slots, right?
No, you still have your cantrips.
Okay. Got this one.
Alright, needs to make a wisdom saving throw. That's a 2, it misses. So it takes 1d8, which is 6. You sort of like snap your fingers and point towards the spider, and it starts to hear this dung, 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 awful resonating church bells racking through its brain, and it sort of like shrinks itself into the ground, just sort of like, and it eventually just stops moving. You've killed it. You do still have this table monster, the same kind of table monster you killed 2 days ago, stood right next to you.
I'm gonna move away from it.
1 second.
That's not the move. When you move away from
up.
shit. No.
It is
because
going
you're
to do
turning
an
your
attack
back.
of opportunity.
Yeah.
Does a 11 hit you?
Can I not squabble backwards away? No? Do I have to
No.
turn away?
Well, and
Yeah.
it's not about turning away, it's a matter of when you leave melee range of any creature. Even if it's like looking the other direction, when you turn around to, when you run and when you leave melee range, it can turn around and swing and hit you.
So, quick question. So, because of I gave it a command, it should be trying to complete
The
that
command was
command.
to use its action, and it did fulfill its action. You can give it a command once per turn. It's
the command
still...
cannot last more than one turn then.
So it filled out your command as much as it was action to, but it is still its own creature.
Okay, fair enough.
So it did take an attack of
Yeah,
opportunity, but it
similar.
just bited at your heels and missed you, Zinni.
Okay.
That was your action and your movement, because you needed to use. You'd actually have to move 1 square back closer because you used half your movement to get up. So shuffle right 1 square, please, and we'll move a turn order over to Cedric.
Right. So these spiders, they woke me up, right?
It bit your toe, and it fucking stinged a little.
Yeah, Sid is not happy about that. And he goes, "Nobody interrupts my sleep!" And he... let's see. He rages, obviously. He's very upset.
Okay, mark a rage.
So I do total to 1 then, right?
Yep, just take it
Is that
down by
to-
1, yeah.
Yeah, I took... Okay. So I'm raging right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit the spider closest to me.
Okay, roll to hit with your big stick.
Uh,
13 misses, I'm sorry.
Damn it. Should have done reckless attack.
If you want, I'll allow you to reckless now and roll again. You should call it before you make the first attack, but you know, this is the first time we're using this ability. If you want, roll again to use reckless
How do
attack.
I do a reckless then?
You would roll with advantage, so... But given that you've already rolled once, just do one more normal roll again.
But to hit again, right?
Yeah.
No, I miss.
That's
Alright,
another miss,
cool.
sorry.
Fair enough. Very upset, but I can't swing for shit. Alright, cool.
You've used your movement to stand up. You can still move away from it if you want.
Nope.
Or you can move closer, whatever. That's cool. On to Rain. You've been nibbled up quite a bit.
Classic barbarian gameplay, by the way.
I've been getting fucked.
Wait, how much HP damage did you take? So you got attacked by 2 things, right?
It lost 8 health.
Oh, you got healed, because I remember you being on HP. So Tony's heal from earlier is the only reason you're still alive right now.
Eh?
So what are you doing on your turn?
So, I believe I'm going to Thunderwave this. Actually, let me read Thunderwave. 15 cube foot. I need to do measurement. Oh yeah, whoops. Yeah, I should have done that one. I can move still though, can't I?
Yep.
And I can move 25. I think I'm just gonna hit this with a crossbow. This spider.
With a crossbow in melee range, it will be at disadvantage. Ranged weapons
Oh,
have
fuck
disadvantage
that
in melee
then.
range.
I'm gonna entangle the spider and leave.
Okay, can you ping entangle in so I know what to roll?
Whoops, my bad, that one. Wait, what?
That's fine.
Oh.
You don't roll anything. Strength saving throw. Has to be 13. Fails. It has been entangled. The creature is strained by its action. So it's restrained. Let me check if, while restrained, attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, and the speed is 0. If you move away, it will still be able to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Can I punch it in the face?
If you want to retract your entangle, sure.
Oh. I guess I'd try and escape, because I'm fucked no matter what.
Okay. Which direction are you moving?
North.
Okay, you can only move 3 squares because you used half your movement to get up. It will make an attack of opportunity. Does an 18 hit you?
Oh, I'm dead. Yes, it does.
That's 4 piercing damage and 1 psychic damage.
Wait, why is she taking damage?
It was an attack of opportunity. Do you have any spell slots left to use?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I go to 0, do I still minus the damage that was applied?
Yes, you go down to 0. But for now, Anxie has cast Silvery Barbs on the creature using her reaction. So I need to roll the d20 again. Ooh, that went out. That's another 18! So it hits regardless. Joss, you get bit. Bring yourself back into melee range of the creature. So you've been nipped by it, you are at 0 HP, and you watch as Rain gets chomped and falls unconscious and is at 0 HP. Alright, next up, Kylos. Oh, spiders, sorry, you are right. They come at the very end. Thank you for reminding me. Jesus Christ, that would have been a miserable battle if no one reminded me. Spider sees that it's got one down. The one that's going to bite you, Anxie.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
3 piercing damage and 1 psychic damage. So 4 in total.
Okay.
Cedric, the one next to you, is going to try and hit you as well. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
That is 4 piercing damage and 2 psychic damage, 6 total.
6 total. Alright.
Baylor? Oh wait, hold on. Because you're raging, you only take 2 piercing damage instead of 4, so that's 4 damage total. So give yourself back 2 HP. This is the stuff that you need to keep track of, which is why I'm saying damage types. Baylor... Does a 15 hit you?
Meets a pizza, right?
Yep, so that's...
Yeah.
Oof, that's 4 piercing and 2 psychic, 6 total. Kylos. 8, that doesn't hit you. A round of melee attacks from the spiders, more damage, lashing out. But, you hear some rustling in the trees above. Anxie, does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 4 acid damage as
Okay.
a spider up in the trees.
Where did he come from?
I am going to use this little token to show that they are up in the trees. More spiders make themselves known who are up in the trees.
We're dead, guys.
This one's going to scuttle over to here. Zinni, does a 14 hit you?
My armor class is 14.
Meets it, beats it. 1 acid damage to you.
Fun.
This one's going to move down here and attack the shamble. Did I remember to give it an armor class ale?
No.
Then it's just going to be using the same as the tables from the session before, which is 12. That's a 13 that hits. That's 4 acid damage. Your shamble gets crumpled into the floor and dies. This one shuffles across. Kylos. Does a 22 hit you?
Good lord.
4 acid damage, Kylos.
Blink once if your DM's bullying you.
I'm not bullying. Go away.
You are bullying.
Why are these spiders like just shagging us? This isn't fair.
Yeah, everything
We're all
else was
asleep.
easy.
Now we go back to the top of the turn order. Kylos, it is your turn. $11 misses.
The fuck is that bullshit?
1d6 plus your strength modifier. Hold on. Oh, this is just whenever you make an unarmed strike, so this should be built into your monk unarmed strike already. 13 misses.
So you're just gonna kill us all now? We've barely begun.
You guys can eat shit.
Nice.
You can eat my shit.
Carlos, you've used your action, your bonus action. You spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action, which I should have here. 1 second. Where is this? Fuck. Fuck, I don't have it in here. Let me look it up real quick. 5e dodge. Dodge action. When you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks until the start of your next turn. Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage. If you can see the attacker and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. Okay, cool. That's the end of your turn. We're moving on to Anxie with a spider right next to her, a spider up in the trees behind her that spat acid on her, and a unconscious Rain lying right next to her.
I wish I wasn't here. As I see Rain on the floor, I shed a tear, and then I cast a firebolt towards the spider that hit me previously from up the tree.
Tree, okay, roll for the firebolt.
Yep.
10
Alright.
misses.
Well, that's that. Kiosoi. I'm done. I'll just move towards Tony's character.
If you leave melee range of the spider, it will get an attack of opportunity.
Alright, sure. Okay, I'm not moving. Just gonna take it like a man.
Andros, it's your turn.
Okay, is it possible for me to move here without getting a reaction?
No, not really. This part of the tree leg is really sticking out into that square directly to the right of you. You'd have to like walk over or around Sid, which would be in melee range of the spider
Okay,
that's with him.
who's the lowest health other than Rain?
Madarak.
I can't do much anything about that.
Yeah, Manarak has 1 HP.
Okay, am I able to move here without reaction?
Ooh, you're boxed in. No, sorry.
Okay, I don't really have any other option then. So, one quick question. If I link this spell, so that's Hex. It says that the target has disadvantage on ability checks. If I make that ability check charisma, would that increase my chance of hitting something?
No, so that's whenever they need to make a ability check, so it's not...
Okay, so it just increases my damage,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, in that case, I... 1 second. Okay, I cast this on this spider here.
Okay. Oh, you've put your own custom shit in there. Do I have to roll?
Well, it's if you roll for spell save, see if it actually hits you.
What kind of
Right,
save is
spider.
it?
What do you mean?
5e Dissonant Whispers. Target makes a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
That's what I didn't know that.
That's alright. What does it have to be? 13? I rolled an 18! But it still takes half damage, right? So roll the damage for it.
So damage is 3d6 plus 1d6 per spell level.
So it's just
spell level
3d6
1, so it's
for just 3d6.
just 3d6. Yeah.
13 damage. Yeah, as you whisper these awful sounding, disgusting words into this spider's mind, it just sort of like starts clawing at its own head and dies.
Do it again, do it again.
I wish I could. Movement wise, I just move up to where that spider was.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Baylor, it's up to you.
I'm gonna poison spray this one again. This one right next to me.
Poison spray again. Go ahead and roll for the attack. That's a con save. It fails. 12 damage. That fucker's dead as hell.
And then, as a bonus action, I cast Cure Wounds.
Not
On-
Cure Wounds is an action. Healing Words is the bonus action one.
It's a healing word.
Yep.
Healing word. I cast Healing Word on Kalos.
On Kylos and not Rain, the downed one?
We'll sort Rain afterwards. Kalos only has 1 HP now, and he's a good fighter. He gets 2 shots every time, so...
Alright.
He's missed it all.
Roll the Healing Words. 7 healing for you, Kylos.
Always heal the tanks.
Big heal. So that's the end of your turn. You have movement that you can use if you want. Because you are now unimpeded.
If I move towards one of the spiders, can they take an...
No, it's only when you leave their melee range. So you can walk into
Right.
it fine.
I'm gonna walk over here.
Okay. That would be sort of like a... Yeah, you could walk around it, because like you imagine the spiders... This is the spider's melee range, so you have enough movement to walk around the outside of this box and not go into them. And the one that you're just above, that's up... So it's not within melee range of you anyway. This is up in the canopy up above. So yeah, that's all fine. Zinni, it's your turn.
Okay.
You do have exactly the right amount of movement to make it to Rain, but I think you've used all your spell slots, right?
It's a cantrip.
I'm not sure you have any healing cantrips. I remember talking with you about the Spare the Dying cantrip that stops someone from bleeding out when they're at 0 HP, but you said, why the fuck would I want that?
Oh no.
Classic.
True and real.
Zinni,
I
how
have.
can you do that?
Oh no, never mind. That's just repaired. What? I've got mending. What's that?
It's for like mending inanimate objects, like
No, not mending. Got cure wounds.
that's a first level spell. I believe you've used all your first level spells.
How have I got that though when I've not checked it?
Well, it's in your spell list, but I don't think you have it prepared, so you wouldn't be able to use it anyway.
Why is it in my spell list then?
Because it's part of the standard cleric spell list. All the spells there are part of the standard cleric spell list. In the first level section, at least.
full.
So what are you going to be doing?
Then
Well, you still have some damaging cantrips to use, like the one you used earlier.
it's closed. I don't know.
Right, which one are you casting this on?
The one to top
Top left?
left.
It fails its wisdom save and it takes 8 necrotic damage, because the d12 is only if it's missing HP. Yeah, you do the same kind of bell dong in its head, and this one dead falls out of the tree and clumps onto the floor. Sorry, yeah, let me have a look at your thing again. Damage type, you can tell me to switch that around if and when you want, whether you're using your claws or like a palm attack. But let me just check. Your claw. You have claws that you can use to make unarmed strikes. When you hit with them, the strike deals 1d6 plus your strength modifier slashing damage instead of the bludgeoning damage from normal attack. Okay, so your monk unarmed strike just does. So claws is meant to be a replacement for the regular unarmed strike. A regular unarmed strike is just 1d4 damage plus strength modifier at bludgeoning. Claws allows it to take it up to d6, but you can do slashing instead if you want. If you want, you can tell me if you want to switch between bludgeoning or slashing damage. I'm totally fine with that. But your monk unarmed strike just does 1d4 plus 3, which is... Hang on. Is that right? Fuck. I need to look at shit, man. I've never played with monks before! Oh, fuck it, we can talk about that later. But yes, sorry, we can bump that up to a d6 for now, using your claws, sorry. But yeah, go ahead, roll... Oh wait, no, it's not your turn, what am I talking about? Zinni, you have your movement to use if you want.
Okay, I am.
Okay, where you are, alright. Cedric's your turn.
I want to run over here
Mm-hmm.
and smack that spider with a reckless attack.
Reckless, and you are raging as well. Go ahead and roll to attack. Roll with advantage because it's reckless. It says roll a second time. Alright, we'll take it. 22 does hit. Roll damage. So that's 5. So it's 2 on your d8, plus 3 for your strength, plus 2 for the rage damage, so that would actually be 7 damage. Yeah, you just come in. You come in running, and you swing this thing, and you bat it like a fucking golf club, and this thing just splits in half before it can even be taken away by your stick. This motherfucker's dead as hell. I don't think you have anything else that you can do this turn.
Nope, I'm happy with that.
Rain! Can you please roll me a death saving throw?
I need to find where this is.
I think you can roll it directly from the page. Let me have...
Yeah, you can if you. It's on the death save section in the middle.
Oh yeah, I see it. Come on, come on.
That is a 5, mark 1 failure. If you get 2 more failures, your character is just dead.
Oh,
Why are you laughing at that?
Because Baylor chose to heal someone that was already alive.
Quick question: do we need to actually heal Wayne's character, or can you just help them get up like?
You need to heal them, or you need to stabilize them in some way with either a Spare the Dying cantrip or... Oh, is it using a medicine kit? I'll get someone to double check on that.
Jay!
We
Jay!
to stabilize him, basically.
Yes, but it's the spider's turn before all that. This one up on the top left is going to skitter around to here. And it's going to spit at Anxie, because it's having such success doing so.
Wait a second.
Mhm.
Never mind.
Does a 10 hit you, Anxie?
I look at my armor class, right?
Yes.
It's 10, so I guess.
Meets it, beats it. Take 4 acid damage, please.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
I just had a check. It is a medicine check of a DC 10 to beat, so you'd have to roll just a normal medicine check. You don't need a medicine kit to do it.
So you either give me CPR or crush my ribs. Nice.
It's essentially stopping you from bleeding out. Just stabilizing you. You can't come back to, like, combat until you get healed, but you can be prevented from dying at least. Anxie, how much health are you on out of curiosity?
4.
4? Okay. How many spiders left? There's not many. This one next to Kylos is going to attack Kylos. Does a 16 hit you? Oh wait, no, I have to roll with disadvantage, so it's going to be even lower. Does a 12 hit you?
Is he here?
Doesn't seem like it, but I know that it doesn't hit him, so that's fine. But the spider up in the trees is going to go for its noxious spittle attack. That's cocked. That would have been a 19, but that's cocked in the side of the thing. 14. That also misses. The spittle lands in the acid of the tree just above him. The acid splashes into the tree trunk just above his head. So Kylos survives this round. This one is going to take a shot at... It's going to skittle this way and shoot at Zinni. Zinni, does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
You take 3 acid
Nice.
damage, please.
The mood
How
of the
much?
group's gone
3.
down.
Okay.
And then we're back to top of the turn order. Kylos, it's your turn now. He isn't.
He's fucking ganked us whilst we're all asleep, and he's laughing about it like a psychopath.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
enjoying it.
he's the DM. It kind of is his thing.
That hits, Kylos. Go ahead, roll damage. You finally hit this tiny spider. 6. You crunch it into the ground with the rage of having missed all your previous attacks, and this motherfucker is dead as hell. The only remaining spiders are all up in the tree canopy, so you'd have to make some kind of, like, improvised throwing attack to try and hit it. You know what? If you want, this is like 20 feet up in the air. I will allow you not to just jump straight to it, but to try and do a running jump up the tree and jump off of it to try and hit it. But you're going to need to hit an acrobatics check of 15. You you run up the tree. Your foot sort of like slips in the trunk. I'm not gonna make you take the damage because you wouldn't have got that far up it. But that does end your turn. Anxie, as one of the only people with any kind of range attacks at the moment, do you want to either hit the spider or do you want to try and hit a medicine check of 10 to try and stabilize Rain?
I want to hit the... Well... I mean, if I don't hit the spider, I'm dead. So they will have to stab... make sure 2 of them survive.
I can take care of that spider next turn.
Of the one next to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I can
That'd be
do the
cute.
medicine check then. First, I look at Cydric, nod, and say thanks. And after that, I have to do the medicine check, which is...
So you need to hit a 10. So just click on the medicine in the skills section.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No!
I
You-
really wanted to save her.
You managed to wrap some spear cloth that you've torn off your gown just around one of her open wounds, and you can see that her breathing starts to slow a little. She's there unconscious, but she's no longer bleeding out and no longer having to make death saving throws. That does take an action to do. I'm guessing you don't have anything to use as a bonus action either, but you are now free to move because nothing's in melee range of you.
I'm moving here. Gonna hide behind the orc.
Okay. Andros, it's your turn.
Yep, I point at the spider and fire Eldritch Bolt.
Okay, roll to attack.
Wait, Eldritch Blast, not Eldritch Bolt.
19 does hit, roll damage.
Thank God.
Six.
Thank God.
Is
Is
that-
that...
That is with your charisma modifier added, so that's 6.
Yeah.
That is exactly the damage you needed. You smack an Eldritch Blast, it hits it and carries on through and makes a hole in the canopy above, and the spider falls limp dead on the forest floor.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes?
Is there a way to check the HP amounts or no?
Their HP amounts? No. You can ask me which specific ones have taken damage, and I can tell you that. But I get to keep that a secret. So, like, you don't get to know at the start of combat what the maximum HP of the creature is, but you can discern it by how much damage you do to it and stuff. So, like, I revealed, for example, then that 6 was exactly what he needed to kill it, and that one hadn't taken damage before, so it's got 6 max
Okay.
HP. We have 2 remaining. Andros, you've used your...
One
Action.
sec, let me just see how far I can go.
Yeah, you can run straight there. 1 over slightly, because you measured from 1 square away from you, but yeah.
I think it was there. Just to get closer to that spider, so it's more likely to attack me instead.
Sure. Baylor, it's your turn now.
So this spider right next to me is up in the canopy, right?
20 feet up in the canopy, yes. So that does mean it's out of range of burning hands.
His ice knife has 60 foot range.
What was that, sorry?
Yeah, ice knife is 60 foot range.
Oh yeah, Ice Knife you're in range for.
Yeah, so ice knife.
Ice Knife at the
See if it's
thing in the
better.
tree. Go ahead and roll for the attack for Ice Knife. That's a 9. It misses, but Ice Knife has an explosion damage regardless of if it misses or not. Let me have a look at the spell description a second. Hit or miss the shard, then explodes the target, and each within 5 feet of where the ice exploded must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. Save of 13. Dexterity. It's got good dexterity, but that's only a +3. That makes it 11. It fails. Go ahead and roll 2d6 cold damage. 7? That's what you needed. You throw your ice knife. It sort of slightly parries out of the way, but it explodes right behind it and sends the spider flying down quickly into the ground, limp and unmoving. I think that's your last first level spell slot, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's done.
Alright, so we're
And
moving.
that's it. I'm not going to move it. Well, no, I don't need to move.
Okay, we're moving to Zinni. There is 1 spider remaining.
I can only keep doing this, really, can I? So,
I don't think you have many other ranged cantrips, do you? Wisdom save. It does have a +0 to its wisdom. Ooh, but that's an 18. Sorry, it saves and means no damage.
eat my arsehole.
Sure.
You have a movement to you if,
Right,
if you
go.
like.
Well, what's the point? May as well stay here.
Maybe go and comfort the unconscious Rain. I don't know.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
She's fed up with your shit, Joss. Holy.
I'm fed up of your shit,
Alright, calm down.
shitty dungeon master.
Oh, she doesn't like that she could breeze through the combat and something was difficult for once. I pumped the fuck out of their numbers, by the way. Relative to your level. Because you made an ass whooping of everything I gave to you before.
Because I'm good.
Cedric, it's your turn. The only thing is up in the canopy, but you can make some sort of improvised throwing attack of your stick if you'd like.
Can I move there?
You have 30 feet of movement, I believe, so...
So I could move here.
Measure 30 feet and you have to walk around the tree stump.
Yeah, how the fuck do I do that?
So 30 feet will get you to where that first point is.
Yeah, but how do I measure the feet?
Someone's already done that for you with the line.
Oh yeah, 25. Okay. Well, I can't move through the tree,
Yeah.
but I can move up here. Some,
Mm-hmm.
facing it right, and I try to throw my stick at it.
Okay. An improvised throwing attack would be a d20 plus your dexterity
reckless.
modifier, but no proficiency bonus because you're not used to doing this.
It will just be a d20 then.
If that's going to be it, yeah. I think reckless, can you double check? I think it's only for melee attacks. Can you double check that though? What does it say? Or does it just say any attack?
When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly.
Ooh, okay, so you can reckless if you want.
Yeah, I'm very upset and I'm throwing my stick at it.
Roll a d20, 2 d20s then.
2 d20s, here we go.
15 does hit. Go ahead and roll. Quarterstaff damage is normally a d8. Turn that down to a d6 because it's a range attack. 4 damage. You smack it and your stick falls like around here, but it has taken 4 damage. It looks limp and it's just clinging.
Good.
Rain, it's your turn, but you're unconscious, but stabilized, so we essentially skip over your turn. Kylos, it is up to you if you want to try and finish this. Oh, it's the spider's turn, sorry. It's actually going to try and skitter off. It's not even going to try and attack. That's the end of its turn. Kylos, it is now your turn. You can walk up to one of the trees, like here, and try and do the same acrobatics thing. It'll still be another 15 acrobatics check. Because you've got 40 movement, you can probably make it to this square, right? One over to the right. Alright. Acrobatics, let's see if this turtle can make it. "19! You watch as this turtle, this elderly turtle, mind you, starts running vertically up this tree and makes a jump for the spider. You manage to get in melee range with it. Roll your attack.
Jesus.
Is he old for a turtle or just old in general?
This motherfucker just old. Well, you should probably ask him, really, but he looks old. 17 hits, roll damage. 5.
He's dead.
Holy. You, So you've run vertically up a tree for probably like 15 feet. You make a jump off of the tree. You sail like 10 feet in the air, and you, with your two hands, you bring down your mace, swat this spider out of the tree. You keep it underneath your mace as you drive down into the floor, and just splatter it into nothingness. And so ends the combat. You're all weary, you're all battered.
Sid sits down, calming down from his rage, you know? And Sissel crawls back out of his armor, and he's kind of like... you're not sure what Sissel's doing, but it's kind of calming him down, you know? Like, just giving a bit of affection, basically. And yeah, Sid is a bit in his own world right now.
So my character goes to inspect one of the spiders because you mentioned they had like a purple glowing eye.
Yes. Roll me an investigation check. 12. You look into the spider's eyes and you can't see any more faint glow that you know was there and that you saw before when they were in close proximity to you. One thing you do notice, though, is that from these spiders' bodies, they're not disappearing like your Shamble has already done at this point, or any of the monsters you faced previously. The bodies are still staying, but there's a vague sort of like pus starting to ooze from them that's like really thin and watery and has like a quite sour smell to it.
So, can I do an investigation check as well on the same spider?
So, sort of, what are you looking for?
I mean, pretty much the same thing.
Okay, you're just trying to find out more about it, maybe where it's come from, something like that. Yeah, go ahead
I
and roll.
would assume maybe you have different things for different roles, so...
I do indeed.
Exactly. Oh, never mind.
You can discern about the same thing, but you do get some of the pus on you. The smell sort of like sticks to you even as you wipe it into the grass. It's not pleasant. It smells a bit like piss. Not exactly, but like vaguely.
Bit like ducks.
Why are you so salty?
He's all nice, preparing all this shit for me, and you just give him shit back. I love it. I mean, preparing shit for us, I mean.
Gotta keep him in his place, you know?
True. He did just fuck us with a bunch of spiders, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so how late
didn't
was it?
It's like the
Is it
middle of the
time?
night right now.
Okay, so we probably want to form up camp again and just have double watch this time.
Can I look around and observe the surroundings to make sure that we're okay?
Sure. Is anyone going to assist with that?
Yeah.
Well,
Sid gets up and he's kind of mumbling to Sizzle, and he walks to like the campfire that used to be lit. Sizzle does a little bit of kindling, and the fire's up again. Sid lays down, and before you know it, he's snoring again.
Okay. Shift, you chipped in and said you wanted to help with the perception, right?
Yeah, so it gives her an
Okay.
advantage.
Well, so you two should actually roll separately because Zinni will roll regularly, but you would roll with advantage, Baylor.
Can I not assist and give Zinni advantage?
Yes, but if you roll separately, you get 3 d20 rolls, whereas if you give her advantage, you guys as a group will only get 2. To be more worthwhile if you do your own roll.
Fair enough.
Do I get an advantage because of that?
Normally, so whenever someone assists you, they can either choose to do the roll themselves,
no, what I've
or
put
they
in
can.
The chat.
Dark vision. It just allows you to do it and not like have to. Because like normally people are going to be blind right now. It's pitch black darkness, but you've got dim feet of vision, dim light for 60 feet, so you get to do this without being at disadvantage, because otherwise you'd be in pitch black. So actually,
Okay.
Baylor, it means that you just have a straight roll because your regular advantage for rolling in forests is taken down to just a regular roll.
Cool. Cool.
So what are we rolling?
Both of you roll perception checks.
While they're doing that, I
This one?
turned.
Well, while you guys are doing that, all you hear in the background is.
Can we rest our friend, guys? Can we heal
No.
her, please?
I can't. I actually can't until I sleep.
Yeah, I was trying to get to Baylor and ask him to heal her, but
I don't have any spells there for you.
The quick question: so, Rain's unconscious, but
Mhm.
if we have a long rest, will
She will recover. If
gain
you
wisdom?
leave her to just sleep
Aye.
there unconscious, she will get the same effects as a long rest.
Just leave her.
alright, in this case I go next to her to protect her.
This vague piss smell, though, is starting to emanate quite a bit, and you
Unfortunate.
Oh.
get the feeling that you
That
may
she's
want
getting
to like,
closer.
you may want to like move the spiders away from your sleeping area.
Okay.
Do we move?
Or you can move
we
as well.
Can we carry Joss on Rain?
Stick her on the cart and we'll move, says Kylos.
Yeah, let's move to.
Anxie picks up
I
the
don't know if
spider.
we want to
that's-
move to another place where there might be more spiders, or if we just want to clear up these spiders because we know we've cleared out.
No,
the
because I
spiders
feel
in the area.
like the smell is. It's kind of like, you know, if you kill a bug, it lets out some kind of alert to other bugs that they're dead, right? So I feel like we're just going to attract more spiders, even move them.
It's a fair point.
I feel like moving away from them is the better.
Anxie uses her mage hand to pull the spider that's on the cart off and onto the side. I'm guessing you guys are gonna lump Rain onto the cart and just move over a couple of feet or something.
Can I
Yeah.
try and do it? Do I need to do strength? I want to try.
What, move the cart?
Move Rain onto it.
Oh yeah, go for it. Roll a strength check.
Is it this one?
Normal
that the
check, so
wrong
you do the number on the left instead. 13? Yeah, you pick up Rain without much issue. You just kind of...
Yeah, I'm fucking hench.
You can carry her if you want, or you can put her on the cart.
No, she's going on.
Okay. Can one of you roll an animal handling check to gently wake up the horse in the middle of the pitch black night that it can't see anything in?
Yeah, I'll do that. I have a good animal handling, I think.
Why have you not killed that spider in the top right? Just asking.
Oh, because combat's already over, but, like, sure. Bam. Animal handling of 8. It startles a little bit, but the horse recognizes your touch, and you start to lead it completely blindly through the darkness. Doesn't have any concept of what's just happened, but it's gently plodding along, and you all wander off. Sid is still sleeping right next to a spider corpse, though.
Is someone going to wake Sid up?
I will
Or we
wake
just
him
need-
up.
Sit asleep for the whole. Oh my
You were
As
just asleep now.
soon as combat
After we
ended,
killed him.
fucking orc!
so Sid's Anxie comes over and jostles you awake.
Wake up, orc. Let's go.
Hey, Scuppy! Oh, he's AFK.
Unfortunate.
Dude is actually asleep. I think he said his character went to sleep because he needed to go pee or something. I don't remember him typing it, but that's funny. Okay,
my character goes over and tries to pick up the orc.
pick up the orc. roll a strength
Yeah.
check. You're
Yeah,
able to get his
good
arm
job.
around you, but his whole body is still limp on the floor. You can get someone else assisting if you'd like.
I can try to help.
Kylos comes back.
I'm not strong though.
All three of you roll. Go for it.
Oh yo!
Holy. Okay, so
Let's
What
go.
about me? never mind, you two got
Andros
it.
is struggling with one arm all over him. Anxie sort of like picks up from the chest, and Kylos picks up the legs, and you all start like moving this sleeping orc over.
I couldn't pick up Rin, but I could pick up the orc. All right.
Wait, what's going on? Sorry.
They
You're
decided
moving with us, fella.
they decided to move camp slightly, but you were still asleep, so they've picked you up and they're moving you now. They're carrying you over to the to the next
Can you
camp.
move him?
Oh yeah.
You better not wake him though. Doesn't like that.
All right.
We tried.
We
Didn't
tried.
work.
Good.
How far away are you guys gonna walk from this this area?
Just away from the smell.
Someone left Rin behind.
So I think we
I
moved
can't actually
far
move,
enough.
Rain.
Can you move yourself yet?
What'd you say,
I
Ale?
think we moved far enough where the tree with the spiders is still in sight, so we can keep an eye on from a distance, see if anything does show up. But far enough away where if anything does, they won't instantly spot us.
Oh.
That's a good shout. So like 50-ish feet away, so that those of you with dark vision can keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is taking watch for the rest of the night? Can't be anyone who's already taken watch so far. So Anxie, Rain is obviously out of the question, and Baylor's out of the question too. Kylos, anyone else?
Do you still give the benefits of a long rest if you're on
Yep,
watch?
you will.
Yeah, I'll go on watch as well then.
Eventually, the night and this whole day finally comes almost to an end. Kylos and Andros,
Almost.
can you roll a perception check for me?
More spiders.
Okay. Kylos, battered as you are, you're trying your best to keep your eyes on the forest line that you can see and the big tree over in the distance. Andros, you're a bit sharper of mind, having not been hit as much. You're confident that there's no threat in the immediate vicinity. And now, after all we've been through, the night finally comes to an end, and you all get your long rest. Please all press your long rest buttons and re-up any resources that aren't automatically done. So Kaifi, your key points will come back to you as well.
I can change the spells that I have.
Yes,
correct?
those of you who are preparing spells, you can now change which spells you have prepared.
How do we change that?
So it's just ticking the little light next to the spells on the
So
left-hand
I've
side
done
of it.
that, but it hasn't updated on my.
So it's just something you keep a track of personally. It's not. It doesn't show anywhere else in the sheet. It's just the lights in which you've got. Theoretically, you could put the light on for all of them, but like I'm telling you, Baylor, you have to have 7, and Rain, you'll have 5.
Which ones do I get automatically again?
I'm not sure you get any. Let me double check. Oh wait, no,
You
no,
told
you
me
do.
that
It
some
was
of them I get.
False Life and Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
Dax, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's the other day, can I go back to the tree and basically investigate it? Because all these spiders came from it. Maybe there's something weird with it.
Sure. As it comes to daytime, you head back over. You do still see all the spider bodies as they were. They've like decomposed a little, and a lot of the pus has sort of like seeped into the grass itself. What exactly are you trying to discern? Like where they came from?
Whether there's anything special about the tree itself, because
The tree
they
itself.
all came from the tree. Yeah.
Sure. Roll an investigation check. Actually, no. Roll me a nature check.
Nature. Oh god. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
It's an oak tree. It's a really big oak tree. You can't feel any kind of like magical presence from it or any real significance from it other than the fact that it is larger than all the trees around it. There's
Or it's just
nothing
ordinary.
to your notice that you can tell.
Okay, thank you.
And with that being said, we come to the daytime. Now that you've all rested up, you are due to continue your journey. You have, I'd say, it'd be a full day's travel for you to make it to Edgewood by nightfall. Is everyone ready to get up and go, or are there questions to be asked?
No, I'm ready to go.
Let's do it.
I guess same.
Alright, let's go. Who is taking point today?
I'll take points as well.
Okay, both of you roll me perception checks. Baylor, yours will just be without advantage because it's strolling through Espark Hills.
Yeah.
Oh no.
11 and 7? Okay. Joss, darling, can you roll me just a normal d20, please? Thank you. It's another lovely day trekking through these Espark Hills. Ruins, some of them are a bit more filled than others. Some have like considerably more walls up, some of them have just like virtually no walls and it's just like foundation floors that you can see, even still with weeds growing through the stone, having cracked them over time. It's really hard to tell how long these ruins would have been here. Unless one of you wanted to make a more in-depth attempt at a check. As far as you can tell, just some really old fucking buildings.
Yeah, I'll have to do another perception check.
It'll be a history check.
History.
Four? Oof. It's hard to gauge. You know it's like at least over 50. More than that, it's really hard to say, because there isn't too much that you can sort of like discern from the remnants of what's left. But you know it's at the very least over 50.
Can someone else do history check as well, or one's enough?
One more person can roll if you want.
Anyone has any extra points into it?
Carlos
go
rolls
for it.
3.
I don't.
15. You are able to notice a bit more about how, given the fact that like the very foundations themselves have cracked with fauna and grass and weeds growing through it, the stones that are still standing, given just how weathered they look, as well as sort of like the mouldy bits of wood around that may have formed furniture in the past, you get the idea that this is at least 200 years standing. You aren't aware of what kind of civilization used to be here. You do know that, like, you've known throughout your time on the island that this was ruins, but you've not dived in to learn what may have it once been before it was ruins. As the pleasantly warm sun beats down across all of you, 9 hours of travel time has passed, and you guys have been on watch for a while. Do you want to rest your eyes, or does someone else want to take up the mantle of keeping point?
Yeah, I can move my character to take point.
Me too, if we need 2 of them.
Okay. And 2 of you roll perception checks, please.
No, just not getting lucky rolls today, am I?
Okay. You're keeping an eye on the horizon. It's, you know, all the scenery really starts to look the same once you've been in these rolling hills for a while. Like, some of the ruins only start to look vaguely different. Like, you've been traveling through this for a day and a half at this point. and it's all really starting to look the same. It's all the same coloured grass everywhere. The only thing that changes sometimes is the tree line of the forest next to you, and that's still only when you travel close enough to be able to see it. Tony, my darling, can you roll me a d20, please?
1 second.
Just a regular d20.
I am not at the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean on?
2.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
Twice.
Okay. This second half of the day's journey does start to go forth. All of you have munched on a couple rations. You fed the horse some of its food while you were walking. It's a nice, like, steady pace. There really isn't too much to focus on. It's a matter of just, like, listening to birds gently chirping overhead. Sometimes when the road starts to veer a bit towards more southerly into the Aspark Hills, you can start to, like, peek over and see where the ocean is. Cause it's not too far to the south. It'd be like a day and a half's travel, but because, like, if you're on a higher uphill, you can see just about where the ocean is on the horizon.
Lovely.
At one point, as you come to the bottom of a hill, you do see a figure cresting the top of the hill that you're just about to walk to. Given that this would all be pretty obvious to you, given it's in the road where you're heading, can everyone roll a perception check, please? Okay. Andros, you are able to pick out just about. It's hard to like really see what it is because it's sort of just like a blob for the rest of you. But for Andros, you are able to make out that it is a horse walking in your direction. And then as more of it crests the hill and it comes a little bit closer, you see sort of vaguely a cart behind it being towed. You can't necessarily see who's driving it just yet, but seems, as far as you can tell, just some manner of cargo coming the other direction. Is there anything that any of you want to do in relation to that? Or are we just acting normal?
I think we act alert, normal, and carry on moving.
Yeah, just a little bit more weary, but I don't think we perceive it as a threat. It's just a guy in a cart, right?
So you guys think lightning a fireball towards him is a bad idea? I see.
As this cart slowly comes down the hill, it's still going about the same pace you are from what you can see. It's just gently walking. As it comes more into view, the cart on the back of it is rather big and is canvas topped, so it's got like an arch over the top of it for people to sit inside and take cover under the sun if they wanted, or just to fit more crates in. As it starts to come really close to you, within like 50 to 60 feet, you start to see there is a man sat on the cart holding the reins. He does seem to be older, hunched over, almost entirely bald, a couple of wispy white hairs around the sides and back of his head. As they start to pass you, he looks over to you guys, whoever was at the reins, which I believe would have been Zinni. He just sort of like looks over, smiles, gently nods at you, and then carries on looking forward to where he is, gently motioning with the reins. As it goes past you, you do see two people sat on the back of the cart with their legs dangling off the end of it. One of them seems to be in some kind of blackish with red tint robes, and another one seems to be in sort of like a ringmail sort of armor. You can only deduce that this is the same kind of protection that you're offering to your current caravan trade. And you all both head on your way. as the golden light starts to come into the sky to sort of signal that we're coming to the end of the day, Edgewood is seen on the horizon. Not on the horizon, sorry, but as you crest over a hill, you can see it down below you.
Sounds good.
You'll still continue to travel at a steady pace. Just by eyeballing the distance, it does look like it's going to get dark by the time just before you get there. So it won't be dark. We'll figure it out.
Would this be a nice moment to end the session?
Depends. Does anyone want to end the session, or do you want to briefly roleplay the entering of the town?
I mean, the energy of everyone seems to be kind of
Pretty low after
1
2
a.m.
combats back to back, yeah. So with Edgewood just on the horizon, now you are correct, is a good time to end given anyone's energy levels. Thank you so much, guys, for playing. This was... I didn't expect the combats to last as long as to take us as much time. Didn't help that we started a little late.
Yeah, I enjoyed being on the floor. It was great.
Thank you for sticking around, those of you that did. Peace around. Bye, 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 bye.